Hey man, I got this traffic film on my car. How do I get rid of that? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, traffic film. Film from traffic. No man, it's just dirt. All you need, bit of O&R, ultra black sponge, bit of bead maker, and the liquidator. So, does that O&R stuff foam? No, it doesn't. You know what? I'll tell you what. Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Rag Company YouTube channel. They have a Q&A. That's all you need. Be there. All right, I'll be there.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Man, I love our great ambassadors.
Great
That was
job,
fantastic.
man. Great job. That is
Buddy.
awesome.
We had to plug that in last minute. I saw it for Alex. I was like, yeah, let's go with
Alex,
it.
Alex did a great job.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
this is fun. So it's Q&A Thursday, and today we're doing the Q&A Thursday thing. But as you can see, there is just a veritable smorgasbord of products
delicious.
and colorful things in front of us on the table.
Cornucopia.
And
Cornucopia of
a veritable
smorgasbords.
cornucopia, if you will. Beautiful things. Guys, what can you tell me about today's event, festivities? What's going on here
hey Dane,
in
what's
this
going
room?
on? So, as you can see, we have a rainbow of Detail Factory brushes
Wow, beautiful.
sitting out here, looking sharp. Let's just say we're thinking about bringing on some of the new colors.
So are you wanting to, let's just say, taste the rainbow, Levi?
Yes.
Oh, well, that makes more sense now.
So here's the deal. On this, during this episode, guys, tell us, what is your favorite color that you like for the Detail Factory brushes? Maybe what would you like to see the Rag Company do with a Detail Factory brush in that color? Because currently what we have turquoise, the Rag Company blue, as we call it. We have orange.
The Rag Company orange.
There's Rag Company
BSU
orange.
colors, basically,
Yeah,
so
basically our two
kinda why we did
main.
it.
There are two main colors for the company, kind of company colors, so to speak. Then we have our all black, which is a murdered out brush.
far. It is. It's pretty dope.
sweet.
Tinted windows.
Yeah. And then we have our black ones that have the unbleached, so they're non-bleached boar's hair.
Yeah,
So they're also an all black.
Right.
Pretty dope brush. So we have those three types of brushes, and we wanted to add maybe a different colorway. I know you, Anthony, yourself, have really been enjoying this white brush. For some reason, you think this is like some hype boy JDM style.
I don't know. I just do that
It's
brush
kinda
just
So
gets me going, and so that in the combination, I think seeing the white next to another color kind of like emphasizes the
Crisp.
white, right? It makes it really crisp looking.
Yeah.
So like that white brush next to our existing blue Rag Company brush, money, right?
Yeah.
But there's several other colors in here where we want to get people's opinions. Like
Yeah.
Levi said, we want you to drop a comment and let us know what color you would like to see maybe out of this existing line here.
Yeah.
Or if there's a certain color that you know off the top of your head that you'd really like to see that we can add to our lineup, maybe a custom color, or maybe these, for
Throw the
example.
hexadecimal number in the
Yeah, we
comment
don't need to throw a
field.
Pantone by any means, but we just want people's ideas. Like, do you feel like you could utilize more colors of Detail Factory
Right.
brushes?
Yeah.
Is that
it-
something within your detailing regimen that makes sense? Does it not make sense? We want to know.
Yeah. So that's the reason those are up there. And then, of course, we've got a guest in the house or available today.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Our buddy Andrew from Koch Chemie is
What?
here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
That's
hiding,
right.
he's
Come
hiding
on
around the
in,
corner
buddy.
there.
Come on, Dan. Come in.
So
There you go.
we got the man,
there
the
he
myth, the
is.
legend right here, the man of the hour.
Yes.
Man of the
Welcome.
hour. Is what we're
Welcome
gonna
to the
do.
show, Andrew.
We're setting
We'll
the
let you
vibes
get your
here.
headphones
So we
Setting
put
it
out
up.
some Koch Chemie products
ready to
just
rock and
to
roll.
kind of, lift things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're.
I thought the table was supposed to hide
Hold
our
on,
gut.
hold on.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, dropping some
oh,
Freshener
well,
up
over
in
the
here.
screen.
Oh, no. Oh.
Smells
that's
better
all over
already.
My phone now.
Smells
Today
better
it's starting
already.
to smell like dudes in here.
It smells good, though.
Smells like my house
in
now.
there,
So
yeah. And as always, boys, this episode is the Q&A. Dane, brought to us by Pepsi.
Our friends at Pepsi.
So what are you guys drinking over there?
I have a Major Melon Mountain Dew zero sugar version.
Yeah,
Which
Andrew's over there with the Diet Pepsi.
Wow. I didn't want to open until you were done spraying because I didn't want that in my drink.
May not be allowed back in the South for doing this, but
That's okay.
We don't. I don't want to act like we're plugging product here.
I'm just saying it's delicious.
We have to drink
Absolutely.
It's just paying the bills.
Delicious.
It tastes good. That's the kind of bill paying I like to do.
Yeah, right there.
There's just something about that Major Melon.
So, Anthony, if you
Zero
could
sugar.
reach back into the New Air fridge, courtesy of our friends at New Air, and grab me Miami Cola.
Miami Cola?
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, Levi, we have one left.
Oh, delightful. Well, that's one in that fridge. We have many Pepsi fridges on the property.
Holy smokes.
there
How
are a
many
few.
in total?
3.
Wow.
In this building alone, we have 4. We have one big vending machine in the other building, but in
I
this
like to
building,
measure
Media
your
Center,
worth by how many Pepsi fridges that a person
I
has.
have one actually in my house.
Wow.
He
That's
just doesn't
probably
stop.
the greatest thing too.
But I mean, are
Amazing.
you doing the Pepcoin thing? Like,
I am. I am.
So Levi's been going around. He's been
feel
going
like
Don't
around
let
it's
anybody
shaking.
know.
It's like,
Don't
we
let
don't
going
anybody
around the
know
trash,
that.
picking up bottles, scanning things, making money off of us.
That's right.
Every time I see
19 cents
Pepcoin,
for
I
every
think,
bottle.
I just
Yeah.
think Levi.
Jeez,
man, I've got
Okay.
a wall of comments here. You want me to dip into these?
Yeah,
we
let's
get going?
Let's get going here.
I
Dane.
know some folks saw in the thumbnail that I included, Andrew, so they already knew to ask questions regarding Koch Chemie, however you'd like to pronounce that, and we'll get to that. But let me start off here with a very friendly Dan Pfeiffer saying,
Word up from Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve. Just got some FU and enjoying the user experience so far. Some
it
fresh
is an
up.
experience.
No, I mean,
It's a delightful
seriously,
user. We just
is,
experienced the user experience.
FU is something that should be experienced by everybody, right? You know, share it with your friends, share it with your family.
FU your
you know.
friends and family.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
F where you like. All right,
Delicious.
so
F
Alex.
Where you like.
All right, Alex Dewar saying Happy Friday Eve. TRC family knocked out that Indian motorcycle this past weekend that I asked about on the last Q&A. It came out beautifulully. Thanks, Anthony, for all those hot tips.
Hopefully,
good stuff.
hopefully it worked out. Hopefully the bike was a little bit easier to manage than what you thought it was
Yeah,
going to be.
yeah.
It's a big
Hopefully
bike.
so.
They're not that bad. Once you do them, they're not that hard. They're
Yeah.
just a little more technical. That's all.
A beefy cruiser bike? All right. So we got Clarity Coat here.
Oh,
I
Adam
think
Huber.
Adam is
Yep.
in the building.
I was on the phone with him prior to this.
How long ago?
Like an hour ago.
What?
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking to?
That's
Giving
who
all
I
those
was-
compliments to?
I
wow.
was giving
Just
him great
flowering him with
compliments about how
compliments.
gorgeous
Wow.
of a man he is.
Jeez.
And he kept saying, please, I'm married with children. And I said, it's okay, buddy.
Didn't
I'm
hear
also
any of that
married.
conversation.
I can
family.
say these things.
That must have gotten when you closed the door. Okay.
No, there's no
Okay.
doors here.
Oh, that's true. Dan
So,
Pfeiffer.
I'll follow up here with Danny Boy.
Scott Matern, great question for Andrew from Koch Chemie. Not sure myself, just got it yesterday. Dane, you forgot a question there.
That's because I am in the curated queue, and clearly that is not.
No, you
Wow.
curated the wrong.
Way
Have
to
you ever used
wrong
this
screw that
question
up.
before, Dane?
Wow. Okay, so I've got Scott here.
Scott
Sorry
actually
about
asking
that.
the very first question of the Q&A. Very nice. So
Gabe,
it says,
Gabe
hey,
hung
Dan,
me out to dry on that
I
one.
have a bottle of FU in my cart,
Step
but
one,
it's
good.
just an air freshener, or does it actually remove and neutralize odors?
Yeah, no, it absolutely removes and neutralizes odors. So unfortunately, we don't have it in the U.S. yet, but we have a product and a machine actually too called KC Refresher. So that's not here yet, but yes, Fresh Up that is the purpose of it. It is not just a air freshener per
Yeah.
se. It does encapsulate. It does absolutely remove, in a sense, the odor and
Nice.
It's-
Okay.
It's very subtle. So that's like my favorite part about it is that like it's fresh. I don't know what else to say, man. And I think that this is one of those products. I think it's gonna gain some traction.
Well, it's one of those-
I just have a feeling
It is one of those
that
products.
people are
Like,
gonna this.
I had a need for this product
Yeah.
this past weekend when I worked on that little Honda Accord.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I wish I would have had it and added it to the collection at the MOSHQ.
Yeah.
And alas, I did not have it, but it would have come in handy in that situation. So that's going to be the
Did you know that
new order tomorrow.
last week when we were cleaning Carolyn's car,
Yes.
right? I sprayed Fresh Up, right? I just did a couple spritzes. We did a quick wipe down
We
on
did
the
do a
interior.
quick wipe down on our
Literally
car.
not a good
Just
detail.
kind of blew it out.
Like
wiped
blew it
down.
out, right? She texted me the next day. I think it was on a Saturday, and she said, "I'd like to thank you so much for detailing the
She didn't
interior of my
text me.
car. It's so nice and so clean and everything like that." I think the perception of the smell, I think she assumed we did more than what we actually did because it smelled good.
Sounds about right.
So if you
so.
at home want to phone it in, go ahead and... Okay.
Well, no, because we made your car smell nice, Dane, after cleaning it.
Robert.
Pretty much.
All right, Robert Nunez saying, what's up, everybody from Baldwin Park, California.
Hey.
I am new to the TRC family, and I hope
Aw.
everybody's having a smooth day.
Welcome, Robert.
Good choice.
Welcome. We will see you
to
more and more. It's
the
like
club.
it's like
It's an
a
addiction.
What do you call this? It's like it sucks you in.
It's an addiction.
Addiction.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, addiction typically results in being poor. Well, I guess that probably you spent a lot of
we-
money.
I don't.
in,
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
We started
Yeah.
selling you stuff, and
Anthony,
you're
you're
like, yes,
literally
take my
just
money.
defining addiction. I'm
We have a
like,
social responsibility
Yeah.
here. Okay. Oh, God. Detail dude.
Just swung by to say hello, TRC crew. Unfortunately, I'm off to sleep because I just got off from being OOD at my base, and I am exhausted. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks, man.
Well, thank you.
you too.
You too.
Thank you for doing that.
And of course, I lost my place again. Oh, that is it. Okay.
Oh, functional doc.
Yes.
Bouncing out to say to Clarity Coat to Rick, really enjoyed Facebook messaging on Labo Cosmetica products. This is Rick H. and look forward to trying them out.
Oh, look who's next.
Hey, Hans saying happy Friday Eve, people. Hans, how's it going, man?
Yes, sir.
And then Umberto waving at Functional Doc asking Hans how
We've
balmy
got,
it
like,
is.
weather questions.
Them all saying hello to each other. And then David Cervantes
David.
saying, good afternoon, guys. Explosion here is all torn down.
Okay, so Andrew
been a
probably doesn't
great
know what he's
afternoon.
talking about, but that was nuts.
This, there was a house in, where was it at? In Atlanta? In the Georgia area of some sort?
Shoot, I can't remember.
David,
remember.
tell us where you're from.
Yeah. I
Basically,
thought it was like Ohio or
looked
something.
very similar to the Georgia landscape,
okay.
from what
Yeah.
we've seen on our travels.
You just assumed that was Georgia.
I assumed
because
that.
of the way it looked.
Somehow I
Same style
feel
houses,
Okay.
trees in the background, kind of thing.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what are you
It's
trying
got
to
a
say?
look. It's got a
The
look.
look. What does that
So
mean?
let's
Beautiful
skip
houses.
What do you mean?
Gorgeous,
People.
The
sweeping
trailer section of
landscapes,
Georgia. What?
Gorgeous pine.
There's
trees
a
in the
point
background.
here.
Okay.
Here's the deal. This house blew up.
Yeah.
Propane gas
Exploded.
gas leak in the basement completely exploded the house. Posted the pictures on the podcast discussion group. You guys can go check them out.
Ohio, I
Yeah,
was
it was
right.
in Ohio. You were right, Dane. So here's the
sure it was
deal.
propane?
That Jeep was in the back in a barn.
Beth.
And it got some scratches and some stuff, but it
don't wanna say
survived. So David was detailing that Jeep, trying
Yeah.
to get it all looking back as good as
Oh,
it can for
very
the
cool.
owner.
Okay.
Where everything else got exploded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
It's an unfortunate situation.
You say God exploded. That sounds like a kid is saying that it exploded.
It got exploded.
It got.
It got. It was.
It got.
It got exploded.
You got.
It got exploded.
Okay.
All right. Functional Doc, TRC gang. Today is German Day with Koch Chemie in the house. I do love my GSF, but still unsure unsure if it unseats my Car Pro
Rest.
Rest.
It does.
Seats.
It does.
It does.
Unseats it.
It does. It unseats it.
I hope it will for you.
we got
all-
Ken Jeeper here
I'll
saying,
drop
hey,
on
hey,
that.
hey.
Hey, Ken Jeeper.
And more conversations back and forth.
Justin Dean saying, let's do this.
Yep.
And then Ricky Cologne, hey guys, hello from bumper to bumper traffic.
Oh.
Headed home in my shiny, thanks to Koch Chemie QS car, hashtag shameless plug, Ricky in beautiful Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much. Eyes on the road.
Just stay shameless. Thank you.
Stay safe. Okay.
We got Deacon
Deacon.
saying, what's up everyone? Hope you're all having a great week. Looking forward to this Q&A with Koch Chemie.
Heck yeah,
Glad
man.
you're here. And then we
And then
got Dino.
Dino. Hello,
From
people.
Austria.
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Just wondered if we can ask questions about the whole KC lineup or just the ones that are in the U.S. I don't know. It's up to
Andrew-
you guys.
Andrew
You
is
can
the one who
really
decides
test his metal.
So
so
yeah,
to
you
speak.
can absolutely have the Germans make fun of me tomorrow for doing my best. But no, I mean I'm happy to address what I
think
can.
most of us have a pretty good understanding of
getting
the
there.
Yeah.
full lineup. I think
Yeah.
I think we have a pretty good understanding, but
There's
I
a
think
lot of products
that
there.
there is still a lot of products still to come over to the U.S. to get our hands on because we can speak for things that we've read online or we heard from other user experiences, but until we get our hands on it and and test
You
it,
won't know for
we
sure.
don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So you feel free to ask questions, but
Yeah, and as always, if I don't know the answer, I'm never gonna act like I do. We'll get the right answer. We've got a full
You're real with them,
full
so
team of
that's
support
great.
behind us, and an incredible facility and trainers and technical advisor, just the whole nine over there. So we'll always make sure we get the right answer and get you the information you're looking for. But I am glad that he mentioned KCX, because that is our new logo, our new edition. I tried to get the new swag in time, but just couldn't pull it off. But yeah, that is our new. That is how we'll be referred to and referenced, I guess you could say.
So they got a hashtag for it, don't they? It's KCX, or is it?
Currently, it's KCX. There was some requests to change it to KC Experts, but I think it'll stay KCX.
Okay.
Well, and for those wondering, it's because one thing that you found out as this was we were doing when we did TRCMA, we were making logos and stuff for Koch. And one thing that we found out was as part of their brand identity is it's Koch Chemie excellence for experts.
Yep. They really wanted to make sure we included
that. I learned that the hard way early on. Yeah,
I thought it was a slogan like you had on the other thing. It was like, no, that is part of the logo. It's
part of the full thing.
Yeah. So the KCX will be nice and short and sweet now. It's in a box, just like the rest of our elements and our chart there.
Do you know if they're going to be doing the labels again? If they're going to be redesigning the labels?
So for quite a while. So we're going to run through the rest of our labels, and we have quite a bit. Okay. US and other. Yeah. And then we will, for a little while, have both. So, and there actually is, and I need to get it to you guys too, but there actually is a Koch Chemie logo as it is on here with the KCX next to it. And so that's how it'll appear for quite a bit. And then actually, literally as we're speaking, they're in the middle of deciding if the bottles will go straight to KCX or if they will include both for a little while. So the branding, the overall image of us will be both for at least a year. But the bottles may go direct to KCX, or we may do both on that as well. I don't have that answer yet. But
that's interesting though.
Yeah, nice. But definitely easier to say and easier to put on a hat and shirt. And
a little smaller. Yeah.
Exactly.
Clarity code here. Oh, some of our favorite words. Traffic film. Laughing emoji. I feel attacked.
I feel attacked too,
these
Adam.
comments, Dane. We're going to go back, I think.
Oh, man. What happened to my comments?
We are far away from
Holy cow. Okay, now I know where I'm at. Sorry, guys. This whole thing operates the exact opposite of how you think
it likes to do its own thing.
And there was a good one from before.
There was?
Yeah, it was about pH, and they were asking about a couple of our different foams.
Well,
so I don't know if we can find it, but we can get to it later too.
Here. Well, there's an amber alert going on.
Amber alert here, so if anybody here is in the Northwest, keep your eyes out for a silver 2006 Nissan Altima 4-door Idaho plate 2C. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
That's my rental car.
1-year-old male.
That might be my rental car. I don't know.
Hair, eyes, brown, suspect 39, female.
Well, you're
white,
here, so we know it's not you.
Brown eyes. If anybody has any information, call ISP.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So now that Augie has a phone, that Amber Alert went off in the last 2 weeks ago, and he's like, "What is this?" Like he freaked out.
It's a kid getting kidnapped.
We had to explain that to him.
Oh no!
Yeah. Needless to say, he was up in his bed crying, worrying he was going to get kidnapped, and I was like, "Dang it! I didn't mean to."
It's a real worry.
Say that.
It is.
Sorry, but
honestly, it could be a lesson though, which is to be a little more.
It was
Levi,
trying to be.
That's why you're helping him forge weapons.
Well, I'm sure, but still, even if he was
why
scared,
he wants to forge
now we're making nice.
Yeah,
I have to protect myself from these kidnappers.
He's got his hammer and he's getting ready.
Yeah.
So I'm looking back through just to see if
we?
there was a pH question. I don't see one there, so I'm going to just continue on. But if somebody had a question, please repeat it.
Dabbler Detail saying, "Hey fellas, what's going on?"
Oh,
Gorilla
Ambassador
Jiva saying, "1010, what's
Q1
up?"
2021. Dabbler Details coming in hot.
Dan Pfeiffer saying, "Well played." Don't know what that means, but Umberto saying,
I think
the
you
same
liked the
kind of
video at
thing.
the intro.
I think so. Decon saying, "Any news on when the next round of Koch products will be arriving in the U.S.?"
Absolutely, yeah. So because of this magical COVID Corona thing that's been doing interesting things to everyone for quite a while, we're of course delayed on certain things compared to where we thought we would be. However, the boat did this morning just pick up anchor and start moving into Savannah. So what normally is a German straight to Savannah route, which is about a few hour drive. It's a half a day drive from the port to our facility. So it's real quick once the boat gets there. Normally that's the case. Well, we went to New York, then we went to Virginia, then we went to Savannah, and then we docked or anchored at Savannah for 2 days. So we are anxiously awaiting that boat to finally hit the dock, which I believe it did a little while ago.
Nice.
So that will be unloaded. So those products will include a few new sizes. So we'll have some 5 liters of some of the requested products. Not Magic Wheel Cleaner yet. just because that is a little bit longer of a process for us to make and get into that larger quantity or that larger size. But we'll have things like Green Star, GSF, and also Ulex will be one of our newer products, which is for the U.S. rather, but which is going to, I think, right alongside of Fresh Up, start to do some damage and make some waves. And then other than that, which I saw some questions about it too from earlier, but Plestar will also be silicone free.
We've got
cool
people
product.
wondering about that one.
Yep, so that'll be on this one as well.
Around with that too.
And then our green pads. So people have been requesting those already, but so our green pads will be in our mini pads. So just under 2 inches, those will be in purple, yellow, red, and orange. And then our Heart Wax BMP, which is basically a machine applied wax. So it's 100% wax. That's why it's liquid. So it's really, really heavy and solvent. And then once it cures out, it's actually a really awesome. So it won't fill as much, of course, because it's very much a liquid, but it is one heck of a protection for what it is.
That's cool.
Good to know. And we've got Jimmy here.
Jimmy Roberts saying, I have that Dixon flannel too. I don't know which one he's talking about.
I was going to say, we're both wearing a Dixon flannel right now.
Anthony was wearing a red line earlier today.
I was wearing the gridlock earlier.
Oh, is it gridlock?
Yeah, it's weird though because
it looks like my red line.
The snaps versions of they fit tighter on me.
Okay.
I think it's because I have a 42-inch chest.
Maybe.
Wow.
I think I have a 42-inch chest also.
Oh, you must lift weights.
So it's just
I haven't measured.
We have a 72-inch gut.
It's in the wrong place. So just turn it around. We got Zhao here. Joe, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that particular one.
We'll call him Zhao.
I'll call him Pedro.
Hey
I'll call him
guys,
Pedro.
have anyone tried
Hey guys.
PSS from Koch?
Yes.
That's Plestar, right?
So that's what we're,
Yeah.
So that's silicone free.
It's good stuff.
So is what's almost here. But yeah, of course we've tried it. Actually, I can't. My samples were draining quickly from the warehouse. Putting on everything that they could possibly imagine: wheels, bumpers, metal, everything. And yes, it is as easy as you would expect something like that from us to be. And the longevity thus far has been more than impressive. And the ease of use, of course, is always crucial. But yeah, no, absolutely in love with that. I'm sure these guys can comment as well. But we are in love.
I want answers, is what I want.
I
want to sit down.
Kind of
I want to
works
sit
in
out with the
mysterious
chemist
ways.
of Koch Chemie and say, explain this to me like I'm 5 because I need to know how this works so good. It really. So Plestar, it's a dressing. It's a dressing. It is, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it. It's the thinnest different. Liquid dressing I've ever felt. Right, there is little to no body to it at all whatsoever. But how it penetrates plastic and how it penetrates rubber and everything to give it this appearance, and it is a very how do I say the look that it has is a very unique look. It's a very good look. It's a very new look, but not in like a weird synthetic way. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's a very pleasing feel.
If somebody did it to something and they told you whatever it was they did it to was new, you'd believe them.
Yeah,
if you saw it.
I don't know how to describe it because it's a drastic difference. It absolutely deepens the look of that trim, and it's something that can be used on rubber as well. And I think it was already a shocker using it on plastic, but then when we put it on tires, that's where we were like, no way. Yeah. Is this real? Is this like a real thing? And
my tires, I put it on my Elantra. My car has just been sitting at my house. I've literally driven my Suburban for this last month.
Yeah.
Every day. And the car has sat there just getting rained on and all that stuff. Still, tires just as glossy as the day we installed it. And that was almost 2 months ago. It's weird. It's weird.
I want answers.
Freakish.
I want answers because I feel like there's something. But it could be magic, man. Because the same thing with Magic Wheel Cleaner. I wanted answers on that wheel cleaner on why it was so good, and nothing bad's happened yet.
Yeah. So needless to say, there's an interest there, and we'll definitely be doing some videos with it once we have more to show you.
Yeah.
But of course, we have Bait Addict here dropping in to offer his friendly, familiar SUP Detail Factory baiters. Yes, the brushes are cool, aren't they?
What's up, dude?
We've got Justin here pointing out he likes the green.
No, he likes an olive drab green factory
drab
brush.
green. Okay, so he's looking
like
for
an
like
army green.
You would like an army green?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That could be cool. We could do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Decon Detailing saying love the color, love the purple color. Personally, it's just different. Me too. That's one of my favorites.
It looks good in person. Yeah.
I used to have purple towels from the rag company that I used in my detail shop my main towels.
Ooh,
Alex Duar saying, thanks for the video. Shout out, guys. Thank you for
course.
doing that, man.
Yep, thank you.
Functional Doc saying he likes the purple detail
Also.
brushes too.
All right, good to see. Umberto, I'll point out, he was just asking about the traffic jam because, of course, he also spends his time in the area. Let's see where my... Oh, we got Hans here.
Saying best color is bright green, not the green on the table now.
Brighter green.
A brighter green than that?
No,
the
there's
lime.
a lime green.
Oh, the lime.
That
Oh,
clean
he's like
and
a
shiny
it's like a
had.
lime.
Yeah, the neon green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clean and shiny had that lime green color,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Where's Bait here thinks white and red.
Yeah,
Where it's
it's
at.
a nice combo. Decon says maybe a metallic color.
Oh, had to go fancy. Had to
We
do
did
something
talk to
different.
him about doing like a swirl. Remember?
Yeah.
We talked about doing swirl
I believe
colors.
what's the ice cream flavor called, where it's a mixture
Superman?
Napolitan
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan ice cream.
Napoleon ice cream.
brown, white, and pink.
Oh, no.
colors. This is kind of an odd.
What color do you want? I want sherbet.
Speaking of Napolitan, is that still a popular ice cream
My
choice?
mom bought a gallon of it and brought it to our house on Thanksgiving.
No way.
Oh,
No, she bought 5 gallons. Like it's one of the big. It is a
tubs
gallon. It's
that
the
they
big
put in
tubs.
the ice cream
Yeah.
store.
Yeah,
the
she brought one of those
cheap,
tubs to my
giant-
house, and,
so,
I was like, I don't have a
it's
freezer
vanilla,
for this.
strawberry, and chocolate,
Yeah,
right? But
Okay.
when you mix it together, it's just a.
just chocolate, vanilla,
Why did that
strawberry.
become a thing, though?
Here's a bunch of ice
don't know.
cream in a tub that no one's going to eat. Enjoy.
It blows
no
my
idea.
mind. It's not a bad ice cream. My dad used to eat it
No,
when I
it's
was a
not
kid
bad,
growing
it's
up.
just-
And it was funny
Eh.
because, we were the kids. Because we
Bland.
would eat
You
out
had ice milk?
We would eat
Instead
out
of ice cream?
It'd be the chocolate and then the vanilla,
inside.
and there would be a strip of strawberry right in the middle.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
So-
you guys just.
I
need
like
it.
I like Jimmy's thoughts here. A walnut wood handle.
That'd be
Something
pretty
a little
dope.
So
different.
kind
now,
of a swirl too.
what about
potentially.
like a Hydra dip though? So it stays the same real material. It's not actually wood because part of the benefit is that it's not wood.
Yeah.
It's
but
a carbon
having it look
brush.
like wood would be
Yeah.
cool.
Fiber.
You could
Yeah.
dip- you
Yeah.
could probably dip that.
That could be pretty cool.
It may chip, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Way to find out. Dabbler loved the video, and then we got what? Oh, he's asking colors
Brandy
here.
wine or candy apple red.
Oh, getting fancy
Ooh.
again. Okay.
Ken Jeeper says hot pink for the win.
Yeah, there you go.
Dabbler saying he wants that white brush. David Cervantes says he's loving that white brush. Clarity Code says white, matte black, and TRC blue.
I wonder where you got that idea.
Those are his colors. And then P. Welsh black and gold brush. Yeah, black and gold's the color of money.
Then we got functional. Purple
Purple
is for royalty.
Kyle Messick.
Yes.
KCEX!
Just shouting
So
it.
The
excited.
branding is working fantastic.
Very already.
It's
Yeah,
already
right.
on its
there.
way.
Yeah.
You're doing a
I love
great
it.
job.
Yeah.
Umberto says, love the motor blast from Koch.
Me too.
Ooh, me
Me
too.
too.
Yeah. And then Mario saying, nice to see you guys all together. Kind regards from Germany. Thank you, Mario.
And
Functional Doc. When is gallons or 5 liters of GSF coming into stock? Soon, my man. Soon.
Yep.
That's gonna be
very
a popular
soon. Days.
question.
Well,
Yeah.
a week
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah. Fletch saying, thanks for having us, TRC. Happy Friday Eve.
Thank
What's
you,
up,
Fletch.
dude?
Bait
And then Bait Addict. Andrew looks so similar to the guy who works
Oh.
used to work for G-Technic.
I don't know why.
He was ready for these comments.
we
he
warned
came
him
ready.
ahead of time.
I don't know why.
then we got
Yeah, there is one
Bernardo.
in the UK that does look like me too. Or I look like him. He's
See,
old.
I got
That's
that
fine.
problem
No,
too.
because Dane,
Dane has a look-alike.
Dane has an, we call it AU Dane, alternate universe Dane.
Yeah.
And alternate universe Dane is everything that Dane is not. So he's he's harder. He's got that evil side to him.
He's just kind
Still
of
tougher.
a little menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
When
menacing.
we were there, we saw him multiple times.
Well,
better
yeah,
to
the
be the
one we
nicer
met at the
looking.
gas station was particularly like
very-
that guy had
it was
an
very
edge to
disturbing.
him.
Yeah,
That guy
he
had
did.
some real
But it's always
edge.
better to be the nicer looking
Well,
one.
oh,
right? It
I
could be
mean,
worse.
I
Yeah,
saw him
no, I'm
smoking a
definitely the
cigarette
one
next
who's
to the
more
gas pump, and I was
approachable
like,
between
this
the
guy does not believe in safety.
He does not care.
Opposite of Dane.
Oh no, that guy rides without a helmet. Okay, so we got Bernardo.
Bernardo, yeah, great
Shout
guy.
out to my bro.
Absolutely
Monster Clean
phenomenal.
Panama.
Yeah.
Bernardo, I need to give you a call. I'm sorry, man.
Oh. And then I've got David. Oh, look at
David
that.
Cervantes dropping a $4.99 super chat.
Thank
Very
you, sir.
nice.
Thank you.
Woo! Saying, hey guys, glad to finally make it to another Q&A Thursday. Can you give the info about OneCut? I have Uno, but I want to try OneCut and finish. Thanks.
Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we'd love for you to try it. It'd be an honor for you to try it. But yeah, that is our one-step solution. So, it's got the cut, it's got the protection in it, built in, ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, would absolutely love for you to use it. I mean, we made some videos today, so our system really is a 2-step system, or that one step with our well, now I'm on camera, but with that OneCut product there. So floating in, there it is.
Just put it in
so
front of his face.
it's heavier fine is our first step, which, I mean, in the detailing side of things, fine is going to be more than enough. It's fantastic. Heck, even microcut is pulling things that you wouldn't expect it to. But so it's heavier fine, and then we're stepping down to microcut, and then we've also got microcut and finish. So I think that's one thing that also would probably tie into this question is the difference between microcut and finish and P6 or OneCut and finish, and that is simply that microcut and finish is the second step per se. So now, of course, if you didn't need that first step, then and it was just a basic, then yes, you could just use microcut and finish. But our OneCut is our true one step with
More
protection.
formula. It's got a little more cut.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah, definitely a little more cut, and then definitely focused on the protection side for us. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And what I like about it is it's got a crazy level of gloss.
Yeah.
That's
artificial
one of the
level of
yeah.
gloss.
It's-
It's pretty
it's
nuts,
insane.
man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
nuts.
pretty insane.
Yeah.
Nothing but the details. Koch is such an awesome line. Andrew is a great dude and a
thank
huge
you.
influence on the detailing industry.
Way too kind with that from that guy.
My favorite Koch product is S0002 spray sealant. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out. That's right. It's a good product.
It's much too kind, but yes, no, that is a favorite of mine as well. That's Magic Wheel Cleaner was the one I've said it before that got me hooked. That was in the driveway.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, I think I could, because I mean it is. You guys know. I mean you've made decisions that are tough. Do I go work here? Do I put my life on and that's not that dramatic, but do I put my life on the line? Do I go make a life change and do that and jump in, or do I do something else? And so same thing. Magic Wheel Cleaner is what did it for me, and then follow-up products like that I was sent just made that decision so much easier and just added so much pride into because it you guys know it's really hard to sell something that's not good. And I don't want to either. I just don't. I don't agree with it. I don't believe in it. So with this, it's nice to be able to sell good things. And that work, and they do what they're supposed to. It really helps.
You feel more like you're doing something that you believe in.
Well, and you're more truthful in that sense. Like if you're using it and it's something that you're using every day, or you're using that you can actually say like, no, I've tried it, it works.
Yeah,
it's just much easier, and it comes across to the customer that much better when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I've said it. I know you've said. I know you've said it. We're terrible salesmen. We'd be awful salesmen. It just so happens that the products are good
Dane.
enough.
I think I'd be a good
us.
salesman.
Okay, maybe
I could sell a used car.
You could sell a used car.
To a used car salesman?
Because I would change my name to Tony. Well, my name is already Anthony.
I'll
I would
just stand
go
up for
by
myself
Tony.
and say
just
terrible
go by
salesman.
Tony
I just go
salesman.
back, hey,
Used car
Tony, what
Tony.
up, man? I'm like, yeah, let me sell you this Mazda here. Let me tell you something about Mazdas.
I wouldn't want to buy that.
Well, you would.
I wouldn't.
I would
You can
make
feel
you.
the slime coming off of this.
I don't know if he had the suit
Already.
and the
Make you a deal,
and it was
man.
like
I'd
slick
like to
straight
see
back.
dressed up to try and sell
You
me.
might
$2,000
buy it.
Sell me this pen.
Oh no, we're not going to do this right now. You know the point I was
Nobody
trying to
needs
make.
a pen. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
All right.
yeah, I put SO02 recently on the new carbon fiber bits on the Jag. I'm excited to see how that
Nice.
holds on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Then we've got Scott here.
I saw R2R is on its way to TRC Europe. Is it a 32 ounce only or gallons as well? I have no idea. I was on the phone with TRC Europe
a
this
great
morning,
question.
and I forgot to ask them what did they order from PNS. And so,
Right, you were just talking to them.
so here's the deal. My guess is 32 ounces are the first things that
That's the
they've
bottle we
ordered.
want you to
They
have.
did order
to
quite a
start.
bit to come over, so they're very excited about it. But who knows? Maybe they got a mixture. I'm not sure. So you're just gonna have to be patient. But do know that R2R is on its way.
Yes. It's not too far out. And now I've got Cal L.
What can you top P6 with?
Yeah, so I will say we've it's one of those things where I feel like the U.S. is very
We like to put stuff on
Testy?
top of.
Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
to put stuff
Testy?
on top of our cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And the only reason I could say that is just, where I came from and even being in the paint body world. And then same thing going into this, the German side. So it's funny when you see how much the U.S. likes to mess with stuff and change and figure out and learn. But hey, look, we would have never figured out a lot of stuff if we didn't do that, right?
Oh, no,
So
everybody goes rogue. They don't want to take it just as you sold it to them. They want to try things
there's
out.
no fault in that. I understand you want to mess around with it. But so as far as the Germans are concerned, they are very cautious with things like this. They want things to work as they're supposed to work. So that is that is supposed to do what it is supposed to do, and it's protecting itself, and that's it. But of course, here in the U.S., we have had coatings be placed on top and comments of, well, they work, and I will not agree or disagree with that. That's up to you to decide. But there are, for example, like Quick and Shine, Quick Finish. Those are great products to work with our line. They will work in coherence with what we've got going on. SO2, again, kind of makes the technical side of the Germans a little nervous, putting it over the top. But I've had great feedback. So I cannot say that it can or can't be done yet because I don't have that official data. So that is something that I have requested to put into the lab over in Germany. So we will have those answers officially. But as of now, it's made to do what it's supposed to do. And then there's those lighter products that are meant to work with the rest of the line.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Makes perfect sense. All right, Bernardo here.
Saying he needs some of those Koch products.
Sure do.
Then Aaron saying, what dilution would you recommend for Koch Chemie in the interior? 4-to-1 for heavy, while 10-to-1 for general purpose interior cleaner with Green Star. Yes.
Did he say Green Star? I'm
I
assuming,
don't know what he's saying.
I'm assuming Green Star.
That's what I assume too.
But yeah.
I'd probably say you could go down even less.
Yeah, I was going to say
Green
not even
Star.
that much, so like 5. But
you could even go so he's saying 4-to-1 for heavy. Yeah, 5-to-1 is fine. 10-to-1 for general purpose interior cleaning. You could go almost 20-to-1 and still have great results.
Oh, for the interior. Yeah. No, for the interior, you could go even further down and have good stuff. And then of course we've got Pulstar too.
Yep.
Which is another amazing product to be able to work with the interior. I mean, there was a video the other day that came out from one of our team members in the Northeast, Jason, and showing that removing just some incredible amount of dirt and debris from a cloth seat up there with Pulstar. So yeah, it just depends on what scenario you're getting into and how aggressive we need to go. But yeah, Green Star, absolutely being a Calic product, we need to make sure we're being safe on the interior side of things. But Green Star and Pulstar are both fantastic for a lot of things, including the interior.
Amen.
Okay.
But yeah, you're on the right track with the dilutions there.
Oh,
Dane.
Don't do that.
Dane.
Clicking buttons. Held my finger on for a
Lloyd
second
saying,
too long.
Happy Friday Eve. What does Koch Chemie determine the scents that go? How does Koch determine the scents that go into their chemicals?
I think they call Anthony and ask if he loves
I
it.
wish.
Well, that would
man.
be the
honestly,
right
it would be the
answer.
dream.
I would trust that.
I want
yeah.
access to their scents they have.
And
we
when
did
he
have.
cries and passes out, that's
So
when we
here's
know.
the deal. 2 years ago,
Yeah.
we did get to sit down and talk to Michael, who's their lead chemist there.
Yeah.
He came over to our booth and hung out with us, and we walked him through some scents that we really liked. He talked to us about the reason why a lot of their stuff doesn't have a scent, and a lot of it is just he's so into the science of the product and the mixture of it. Adding scents does kind of change a lot of stuff. It can change the pH. It can change
absolutely.
the way that it works. And so what he's tried to find is more natural, everyday scents.
It can leave residue too. which is
Yeah,
another
and they'll
big
leave residue
problem.
in certain products. And so he's tried to really focus on a lot of natural scents because he knew that Americans like the way things smell.
We do.
And so bringing the brand over, that was going to be a key point that needed to be addressed, is to find some products. And some of the first Koch products we ever received didn't have scents on a lot of the
very
products.
true. Yeah, some of the first. Some of them had just a very mild. Like I'm talking like
very,
super,
very light.
It wasn't bad or anything.
It wasn't bad.
Just
it was
very
just
light.
wasn't really anything
Wasn't
to write home
fragrant.
about.
Yeah.
No, and so when I think that the first couple products, were sent over of this current batch that we're selling right now because I guess that's the most important. That was the first thing I did. I started cracking open bottles, saying, "Well, what does this smell like? What does this smell like? What does this smell like?" And it was almost. What was crazy is that I think it was the things that smelled the best or what caught me off guard the most, right? And I think that probably just my top. Let's just say my top 5 best smelling Koch Chemie products. Number 1, GSF. I would literally throw away all of my other detailing scented products just to have that scent. It's that good. It really is. Fight me on it. I think it's the best. Motorplast, which uses a very similar scent to the GSF. Fan-freaking-tastic. And then I'm going to go to QF. I think QF has this very, it's almost like I wouldn't say masculine. It's like a, how do you describe QF?
Yeah, it's a masculine scent.
Masculine.
Like cologne-y.
And then
Like a masculine clean.
then I'll say AF, active foam, something we don't have yet. But that is like
Yeah.
right. It's right next to GSF. It's very
Real
nice.
good.
It's very good. It's really good. And then lastly,
I'm gonna go with the paste wax.
That's what I was gonna say.
and that's where I was gonna go, but I didn't want to talk about that because I don't
know.
have it yet, and
I know.
I don't know
Now
when we're
they've heard
getting it.
about
it.
But
But
I
it's
did
the
talk.
fact
I did
that-
talk this morning on
Okay.
getting it shipped in boxes over, so we can get a
Soonish.
jump start, not wait on another
so
container.
you know what I want? Okay. This is my request if the Germans are watching, right? Fresh Up, right? You all know it. You all love it. It is fragrant. It is a clean laundry scent. But I would like to introduce, or maybe like to plug, Fresh Up for Men. What do you think? Right?
Okay.
Fresh Up for Men, and this is like a more
Body deodorant
masculine.
that you're gonna spray
No,
on
like
yourself.
nothing
every-
too bad.
okay,
Like
for your
so,
car.
honestly, take the scent of active foam and shove it in that. Fresh Up for Men.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it would be a
So I don't know
huge
if they're
hit.
watching right now, but when they do in the
When they
morning,
do,
they
Fresh
will
Up
be.
for Men.
I,
I mean, the
know
nice
they will
part
be
is-
dying laughing when
Yeah.
they hear that comment.
They
right
already
there.
have that scent,
Listen,
so that's kind of the beauty of
honestly,
it.
Yeah, it's
the
plugging
Ger-
it
so
right in, right?
migrate
It's gotta
it
be.
over.
So Germans, so in Germany, they make some of the best. They're obsessed with cologne over there, and
Yeah.
like honestly, I've never smelled more cologne and more better smelling people than when I went to Germany on my honeymoon. Right?
Yeah, when you're
Literally,
wearing
I
your
was
leader-
walking
you-
past dudes on the street left and right, like
Smelling
damn,
a
that
lot
guy
of people,
smells
are ya?
so good, right? So like cologne and perfumes and things like that is really common there. So I think that they have just mastered scents in general, and I think that they know what's good.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to hold back. I want them
Okay.
to unleash that on me.
Okay.
Oh,
Give
boy.
me
Oh.
give me your worst.
This is
I
getting
like it.
aggressive.
Or give me
Okay.
your best, I guess I should say.
So I wasn't supposed to tell you because it's supposed to be more of a secret, but
Okay.
we have, believe it or not, a case, and it will be Anthony's most treasured case, I imagine. We have a
Listening.
case of our scents.
What?
Yes,
Where's
in
it
glass
at?
vial. It's in Germany, and they
Okay.
bring it to.
Honestly,
so,
it needs to be protected from him.
so what a lot
Give
of
it to
people.
me.
A lot of people may or may not realize we service a lot of industry, right?
Right.
And car wash tunnel is one of them. So and self-service, et cetera. So that is the case that we bring to let them smell test and decide what they
my
want
gosh.
in their
Create-
chemical that we're putting in there.
Create a small vial for me. Just send me a small vial of
No,
each
they
scent.
want to send you the case.
They send me it.
That's
I'm
it. Yeah,
serious.
no,
Yeah,
they
you
want to
would-
send you the case.
And then I might start mixing things together, and it could go
Oh,
good,
no.
it could go bad.
I feel
don't
like
know
your
what's
mail's
gonna
going to
happen.
start getting
Right? You know, we're
inspected.
gonna have a
Why is this
couple
guy getting all
drinks,
these little
you
vials?
know, the music's loud,
We're not
the
supposed-
lights
you're
are
not supposed to
flashing.
drink
I
it.
don't know what's going on. Before you
Raising
know it, I
some
wake
flags.
up.
Well, Anthony,
might have a new
so
scent.
fun fact, when we were building, when we were working on R2R, we had various samples that would come by.
Yep.
And we would take those samples of the different recipes and we would mix them up. We would pour them into little bottles for ourselves to
Yeah.
take home. We had these small water bottles.
Okay.
So we had gone over there and poured them in these little bottles that were empty so that we could use them. However, Anthony left one on the counter.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
And Jeff wasn't paying attention, thinking it was his, and took a drink of it.
Baby water bottle.
Spit it out and was like,
Just
from now
immediately.
on, no one puts them in water bottles.
Yeah, no more scent testing
No more
in
scent
water
testing
bottles.
and-
And,
and,
Never
fragrant testing.
again.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
Thankfully, he didn't swallow
Straight
it. He was
to
able to
riches.
make it right to the sink
Yeah,
and spit
well,
it out. But,
straight to something.
it was, so I foresee that possibly happening again
Yeah.
with the scent kit. It could be
But
a blessing and a curse.
I do want to say that so active foam too. I mentioned earlier today. So we should hopefully we'll experience it this year because we'll have enough time to get to it. But we do special scents like throughout the year. So like at Christmas time there will be a Christmas scent for that.
Way to
I
get
like
people
there
excited.
There
yeah.
was a question earlier like before
They had an
we had gone
advent
live.
calendar too. I saw
Yeah,
with
yeah,
delicious treats available every day.
Yep, so
and I
that's
was like,
I just saw
we
that.
need one of those.
I just saw that get listed on the marketing page for
Yes.
our back end
We're gonna have some of
that it's
those
getting
next year.
put in production now. But yeah, somebody had asked about the different foams, and so basically I think they asked about super foam, active foam, and GSF, of course. So GSF is 7.5, super safe, and then active foam steps up a little bit to 8, and that is. You can technically make active foam by adding Green Star to GSF.
Technically.
So
Technically, it's not the
it's
same.
not going to smell like
not
what
gonna
he
smell the
wants it
same.
to smell like by any means.
Yeah.
But it is the same idea, and Green Star is a 12 above 12 pH. So it's you pay attention
little bit
to
of chemistry.
mixing and the chemistry there. But active foam and that combination are basically a more aggressive wash, is what that is. So active foam actually technically is more for self-service stations. overseas. So we'll bring it here, and of course professionals can use it, and you can buy it in a small enough quantity to where you can use it in your shops. And then super foam, I don't have that slotted to come to the US just yet, because that really is for some more of the self-service or car wash style setups, but smells great too. I think it smells like licorice. Like the red licorice, the good kind, but or Twizzlers, I guess. Yeah. But that is that is 12, I believe. So it's definitely you're using chemical to do the work.
And that's where I like the active foam idea, because it's kind of like it's a safer decon wash, or for a light decon is kind of what it is. And that's going to be
a little more.
And that's going to be more of that kind of, maybe once every couple months wash that you can look forward to decon whatever you're trying to do without necessarily trying to fully strip any type of protection.
Yeah.
And it'd still be safe. And so I don't know.
Yeah.
I like options.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I kicked up a new one on here on the screen because it is half an hour old now.
Okay, so Delphine saying, "Hey TRC crew, hi Andrew. Do you have any tips to polish swirls on piano black pillars? I have your H8 heavy cut, your F6 fine cut, and M3 micro cut. Thanks." Delphina, I'm going to tell you on those pillars, micro cut all day long.
All day.
M3.
Yeah, I was going to say,
heavy cut
don't go
is
aggressive.
too aggressive. Fine cut is too aggressive. Remember, we've told you this before, that those piano black pillars, that is not factory clear coat on those pillars.
Very thin epoxy.
It is a very thin epoxy that is not, you can't really gauge, and that is across the line for almost every manufacturer. So unless you take those off and you go down to an actual auto body shop and have those painted and have those cleared.
Yep.
And
Or
actually
just get
put
them
clear
PP
coat.
after wrapped. Those are options too.
That's when you can really heavily polish on those, because you can go through quick. It's pretty thin.
Yeah.
So microcut, I think, is going to be your best
Yeah,
friend.
and a lot of and the clear coat will, but even a lot of the PPF now too will self level in a sense. So it'll hide a lot even without doing it. But yeah, always start light, especially on that stuff. And then just to clear the air, we don't have H8 in the U.S., so we have H9.
Yeah.
But H8 does exist. There's other products that we don't have in the U.S.
Aaron's so-called life saying, can Pulstar also be used on the exterior?
Yes, I'm sure somebody's tried it. I'm sure somebody will tell you it's great for air caps on wheels. I don't know, but it absolutely is very versatile. So you can use it, but what it is and what it's made for, especially, is things like Alcantara, where you can have a very tough.
It's a very clean product.
Yeah. But you can have a very tough time getting it clean, or things that will leave residue behind. So like it mats Alcantara and makes a mess. So, but Pulstar is the exact opposite. It's really made to dial in a lot of those difficult surfaces. So, I would suggest keeping it to that. Green Star is definitely a better option. For the outside, but I'm sure it's been done and it'll be done again. So.
There you go. Piggy Jones saying, you guys are great. I'm going back and watching all the old episodes. Keep it up. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Cool.
Luke Berge say, hey, all, just wondering if you all ever heard of Optimum Nourance and how its foamy abilities are. Oh, Luke, it's good to have you back.
Oh, man.
We missed you, brother.
happened to that
David
guy?
Cervantes saying, Ohio. He's been hiding for a while.
Was it in Texas he was hiding?
Something like that. Robert Nunez saying, slowly but surely you will take all my money. Dabbler Detail says, we're all broke here, but it's worth it. And Troy Preston saying, question for Andrew, how does GSF compare to active snow foam and super snow foam? Only difference I can see is the pH
We actually
level.
just covered that. So we're good.
We actually did just
covered
talk
that.
about it.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much just
and then
covered that.
Delphine saying, I'm a new fan of Topstar. Really rejuvenated my rubber liners. A bit slippery though. How long is that black look supposed to last on plastics? I would still use a regular cleaner otherwise. Topstar is my favorite.
Gonna get me in trouble. Don't talk about that product.
It's
right
not
now.
here in the U.S. yet, but I am telling you guys right now, it's my new favorite interior dressing.
Which means the world. But yes, it is not here yet. It is what is considered our red list of product, which sounds bad, but it's actually a good thing. So the red list is on the approval list. It is set to be approved. We just have a few more steps to go through, and a few more T's to cross, to I's to dot.
Well, and I
you wanna
think
say.
a lot of people they don't understand why these different. Some people just don't understand why is the whole line not available.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is it's getting approval for the chemistry of the product.
Even the label.
And the label itself in getting into the U.S. Now, it is approved to travel all over Europe. And it's a multi-language label. It's all this stuff. But it's still, you got to remember, these are chemicals, and they're coming from a place where they're manufactured, going over the ocean, either by air or by sea, and then entering customs declaration to the U.S. U.S. is not going to be excited if a bunch of toxic chemicals come without proper certification, proper SDSs, and all that stuff. And you, as a representative, would have to take responsibility for some of these products. And so the biggest thing is the company, and it's the same thing we went through with WOWOs, trying to get WOWO stuff in here, and the same reason why Rags to Riches has taken so long to get the SDS approval to go over to Europe. It's the same thing. We are taking chemicals that were manufactured here, mixed here, put together here, and sending them overseas. Same thing with them, with the Germans bringing products here. And so it's a process, but
there's two ways to do it.
Yeah.
You either say it's all car soap or you say exactly what it is. And we want to do things the right way. We're big enough to where it's risky. Yeah. It's too risky, and we need to do it the right way. And it is the right thing to do, period. And yeah, so every product comes out. I mean, even my containers, I've said this before, our pallet material is listed, what the pallet is made out of. Yeah. So we want to be very thorough. We don't want to have any issues. We don't want to have any problems later on. And we want to be very open and upfront with not only our customers, but of course the government agencies that allow us to bring the product in. So it just, sometimes things take a little longer. Some of our things will, I'll tell you right now, they will have a different formula. So we'll adjust certain things and we'll be open about that, of course, but we'll have to adjust certain things to remove certain chemical that we don't want to have to, list on the sheet, because then we won't be able to bring it in. So similar to why, very large brands have coatings and other things in other countries, but not here in the U.S. Just because
Now, she did ask one more important question there. How long it lasts?
Yeah, so that is one thing that I've also...
It's a tough one.
Well, it's just one thing that the Germans have always been very upfront about. They do not like putting timelines on things. They've never taken that path and that track. Which I like. I'm not necessarily used to that.
Whereas
but
the
I do
American
like
audience is obsessed with
it. And I get it. I totally get it. But it smells
Dude,
like...
I have an open bottle here.
It's all right. Your dad survived on Rags to Riches, so you'll be all right. But
there's a lot of power cables down here. They're just spraying that all over.
It's electrical sockets.
It's not flammable.
Anyway, please.
But
continue.
it comes down to use, right? So things that are, dashboards and stuff like that. Of course, there will be some UV use that comes out of it, just because it's in the element or whatever it may be, or you're getting your dash, you wipe your dash down because you don't like the dust sitting on it, whatever it may be. So those certain elements will last less long. But I mean, we're talking months here. I mean, it's not like it's a 1 week thing and then it's gone. Yeah. But the dash versus the seat's going to go way faster. Just,
sure.
Absolutely.
Physical agitation, of course.
Which you should be using Leather Star anyways. But yeah, same. It's same idea.
Okay, we've got Decon here.
Saying, definitely been loving the Koch Chemie lineup. I've been testing the limits of each polish on a junkyard hood, and it's working so well. Great job, man. Way to
thank you.
use
I've seen the post on Instagram from Decon. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Luke saying, sorry, I've been behind the ball on things. Did I see a new version of the glass towel come out? Any particular difference? Well, yes, guys. Luke, you did see a new glass towel. It's actually quite nice, and it's light years ahead of the premium glass that it replaces.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal towel.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of the premium glass. I'm now a big fan of the premium glass.
It has a lot more scrubbing ability.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Fletcher saying, 'tis the season for mold removal here in Washington. What's your go-to chemicals for mold inside of a vehicle? Ooh. Thanks all. Hot
That's
water,
Washington.
hot shampoo cleaning, then dry the ever-living snot out of it. And if you can, put it on a sunny day.
Ooh, okay.
Where it's warm.
Yeah.
And then dry out your car and use the UV to kill a lot of it.
Wow.
Because a lot of mold removers have bleach in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is spray these mold removers on your carpets and seats and dashboard and stuff. Because that's just pure bleach a lot of the times. And so hot water, maybe something with a little bit of like Terminator or Finisher in it where it's got some peroxide, like Finisher where you could throw it on there and give it kind of a mix it in with your shampooer, clean everything up, and then do a light mist of the peroxide on the carpets.
Steam could kill mold, or would steam?
Steam can also kill mold. It's the drying out, though.
Correct, yeah.
Mold grows when it doesn't dry. So heat inside the vehicle, so hot air, run the heat, put some air, some fans and stuff in. That's a big thing.
So my question would be, assuming because that smell that permeates everything, and your headliner's usually fabric, but you got to be really careful with headliners.
So it depends on the headliner and how bad it is.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's really bad, I'd probably use some steam and then maybe wipe the whole thing down with something like peroxide or
Still something safer,
something
though.
with like a bioenzymatic or an enzyme remover, just to kind of clean and wipe everything down. But the biggest thing that'll kill it is heat. So
Sure.
hot air in the interior of the vehicle and just bake that interior as best you can. That's really going to go a long ways to
Don't
it.
be in there while that's happening.
Yeah. Also change your filter.
Disgusting.
We don't have anything here in the U.S. that would be good enough for that.
Yeah.
So I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Noted.
us.
Dabbler Details. Hey guys, can I get a definitive pronunciation of Koch Chemie? Pretty
You know what's
please?
funny is even when I have done this on camera, I there's comments of, that's not right. I'm like, well I
it's
asked
also-
the Germans, and that's how they said it.
So Gabe's wife actually is a German teacher at the
Okay,
local high
okay,
school,
okay.
and she says that there's two distinct dialects and two
And there is.
distinct
That is correct.
pronunciations based on what part of the country you're from.
Correct.
So there's already a distinction.
Well, it's just like the U.S. We've got
Yep.
different ways of saying things,
Yep.
and,
And
you know,
then each country that also maybe speaks German inflects their own
of course.
accent into that. So if you're in the Netherlands and you're a Dutch speaker, yet you speak German, you'll add a Dutch accent to the name of the brand.
So
like
the reason I say Koch is because their pronunciation, so the majority, not all of them, but the majority of the people that I talk to on a daily basis say Koch Chemie.
Yeah.
But they miss the K in the middle. So they just say Koch Chemie. And so that's why it's just turned into Koch for me and a lot of other people. And it's easy to say. But now it's KCX. So it's really easy to say.
No more guessing.
Really,
Just
yeah,
say
just
that.
kind of
They'll know
just
what
cleans
you-
that
But
up
it is,
immediately.
Koch Chemie is the, and someone got into, why is it called that? And someone commented, well, Koch, Koch or Coke means cook. And Chemie means chemical. Well,
the guy's
there's the
line
last
was
name of the
Koch.
guy that started it. So that is actually why. And then obviously, yes,
Well, what
Chemie
I like
is chemical.
Is it makes referring to the line much easier with the KCX because
Yeah.
you would have to literally spell out Koch Chemie every single time.
With a
And-
dash.
Yeah, with a dash, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a lot to type out, right? Or when you're trying to write something out and you don't know how to
fingers,
spell
you
it.
of all people
Bam.
know that. Your
I
fingers
know.
get tired.
KCX. Bam, there it is. Done.
No more guessing.
Delphine
that.
says, what original uses have you experienced with KC Motorplast? Well, engines. We've actually started using it on some fender liners as well because it
Yep.
creates a nice film
Don't
over
put it on
that.
your floors, though. Don't put it on your Swiss tracks. You will
don't
slip.
do
Don't do that.
And
It's very
slide.
slippery. and
A
It does
little
not
dangerous.
like to come off.
Yeah. Where else? So
You tried it on a
can put
tire. Didn't work.
So, where I'm trying to think of where I sprayed it, inside of mud guards, I find that everything kind of fell off much easier. It doesn't seem to stick onto it as much. Fender liners that are not the fabric fender liners.
Right,
Don't put
plastic.
on, put on the plastic or the rubber fender liners. And then pretty much everything on the motor, and then. The thing is, I would say, yeah, you could put it on your rocker panels or not your rocker panels, but your side steps to get in your vehicle. But it's slippery, it's slick,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't want to do that for safety concerns. So,
Yeah.
gosh, I think that's. I mean, for right now, that's what I can think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So Rutger saying, I'm from the Netherlands and Europe, but it is impossible to get the 5-liter GSF anywhere. Who should I contact? Rag Company Europe. Carries,
They told me
carries
this
the
was going to
full
happen.
line. They carry the full line of
Yeah.
Koch Chemie products. And if they don't have the 5-liter, I'm sure they know somebody they can get it from.
So, believe it or not, we started that.
What?
So there are a few sizes that will be here in the U.S., potentially like wash and finish, stuff like that, and a 1-liter that they just have not had over there because that's just not what it's meant for. So the 5-liter was, relatively speaking, ready to go. But, you good old boys and some other good old boys in the industry really wanted the 5-liter, and that's why we're bringing it.
There's,
So there
there's
you
a
go.
rule when you're releasing a product. It's whatever size you have, it's not the right one.
Of course.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Why would it be?
customers will let you know. Whatever you have, it's not the right one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's just convincing.
Yeah. Oh, it's very convincing.
You got to convince them, and then it'll happen.
Delphine saying thank you. Luke saying best option for mold removal from a bathroom ceiling. Kills, Luke. Kills. KILZ.
Just
oil based.
knock
It's a
that
paint
sucker
roller. You can
out.
pick it up at Home Depot. Put it on the ceiling. All right. Any recommendations for good wash mop cleaning cars in colder environments so I don't have to put my hands in a cold bucket of water? invasion. That sounds painful. So we used to have a wash mop back in the day. We don't anymore. And we're still kind of working. We got an idea of something that we'd like to make in the future, but we're still working on the best way to make something that's very high quality, something that can actually work really well, still be able to clean and scrub the best way possible. So
I'd just say you can try to find another chenille wash mop.
Yep.
I mean, the chenille's a
Exactly.
safe option. I'd just try to find something similar.
So there's lots of various things. There's even stuff in the big box stores that you can pick up and repurpose in a way. So Mirage Verara says, hello, TRC. Does Koch Chemie have a strip wash?
And yes, that would technically be the super foam we were talking about earlier.
Exactly.
And then a lesser degree would be the active foam that we're hoping to get on
we
soon.
go.
But I think we're going to a break here soon.
I was going to say,
time.
it is the top of the hour. So we're going to head and take a little tiny break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you when we get back.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have. I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay, well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grand Ambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grand Ambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grand Ambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really going to like it.
Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
That didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out, I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a 0 to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you. That's right. We here at the Rag Company bought ourselves a project car, and over the course of the next year, we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're going to be polishing it. We're going to be cleaning it. We're going to be putting new parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing the dings, fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're going to even be cleaning the windows. Can you believe it? And we are going to be finding lots of fun parts to put on, kind of personalize it, and make it our own. That's right. It's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a 0 into a hero.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Q&A Thursday, Friday Eve here at the Rag Company YouTube channel. Doing our thing. We've got Andrew here in the studio talking about all things Koch Chemie, as I say it, Koch as he says it, or KCX if you just want to keep it short and simple. That also works. We'll go with that. So,
All
guys,
right.
I will dip right back into the comments, but anything to say before we carry on?
No, that was a very short 3-minute break. That wasn't even a normal break.
That was lightning fast.
I walked out of here to the bathroom, came back, and they're like 5 seconds. I was like, oh my gosh! Like,
Yeah, from the bathroom, all I heard was minute.
he's still Anthony's still chewing.
That can't be good.
Couldn't even snack in the privacy of his own.
Here we go.
ad break.
So a couple of these, I want to catch us up. We're
Sure,
50
sure.
minutes behind, so I want to catch us back up here. So I'm going to burn through. So Piggy Trucker Jones saying, are the creature towels a good all-purpose? Yes, because they're dual-sided. So great idea to grab those, use those for that situation. Efren Aguilera, what glass cleaner can I use to clean navigation screens in cars? Actually, the Koch glass cleaner is a perfect one because
And
it's
believe it or not, QS also is said from our
it's
German
another
team.
great one.
Yep.
So you can do it on everything. Very simple, very easy. Not an alcohol or ammonia-based type of product. Zachary Jernigan, howdy, does Koch make... Oh, there's a Jamie Pollock. I didn't see that one.
Oh, yeah.
What do you primarily use EU for? GSF is an amazing product. So EU is a tar and glue remover. So stickers, decals,
Technically,
anything that you
it's
got to
like
remove that stuff, it's a great...
It's an adhesive
Adhesive
remover,
remover.
but it's like their words for this are very very complex. Adhesive and stain remover is
Yeah.
is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
I can't understand anything else on this bottle.
Good
but
for
it is
removing the
amazing.
thing.
Basically
Yeah,
says
it's
really
great.
good. Be careful.
Yeah.
Left behind after you remove a wing from a car.
Yeah,
Also.
there you go. Zachary saying, howdy, does Koch make any rinseless or waterless wash options? They do make a waterless wash.
do.
We have it. We've been playing with it. We do not have it in
Wash
stock
and
yet,
finish. Yeah.
but we've been testing it out, wash and finish.
Yeah. It's waterless. We have a 5 liter is what we have of it.
Yeah.
And we've been playing with it for a couple months now. We pour it into an IK trigger sprayer.
Yep.
Go and spray some things off. Keep testing it. Keep testing it. Keep testing it.
Yep.
And I actually did a full waterless on my car. I think when
You
we
did,
first
yeah.
got it.
Yep.
And I actually liked it. So
Yep. I've done the Suburban, I think, twice in it.
yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Chris Woolman saying, 2C, lol, I've been warned. That's right, Chris. Chris is currently living in California and is planning on moving to Boise, Idaho.
I know he's getting
So-
a lay of the land.
Just so you know, Chris, do not move to the 2C. You may think houses are a lot cheaper there. They are not.
The drivers are
Stay in the
scary.
1A.
Stay in 1A,
Stay
Ada
in
County.
1A. Yeah.
Do not move to Canyon
I just
County.
like that he doesn't even live here and he's
Doesn't
still got
he?
that joke.
He's
That's-
learning.
that's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
He's learning. Mario Torres, best microfiber to waterless. Royal Manx, Edgeless 350, Pearl. Any of those. All three of them actually work great for waterless washes. Lloyd G, will Koch come out with anything larger than 1,000 milliliter like gallon sizes?
AK 1 liter.
Yeah, 1 liter.
A 1 liter like
So
gallon
that's the 1
sizes?
liter.
So he's
sorry. 1 liter is 1,000 mils, and then yes, we have 5 liter, which is a little over. It's like 1.3 gallons,
Yep.
and then we also will bring some stuff eventually, not yet, but in 20 liter as well. And then of course we do have 55 and bigger than that. But
yeah.
yep.
There you go.
Right.
All right, Delphine asking, has anyone removed hard mineral residue from glass, porcelain, or stainless steel sinks with a polisher? What would you use? Our tap water has changed drastically. For the car, I use rainwater.
Oh, my.
That's impressive. So, gosh, Delphine, if you can get, you can try it. I've never personally polished glass and porcelain and stainless steel with a polisher. I've done glass like on my windshields and stuff after I've tried to clean it. Clarity Cream is a great product for that.
Yeah.
For removing water spots. The other thing you can do is try and find a hard water spot remover or something like, for those type of things, use CLR. Just standard product you can pick up at Home Depot.
Sure.
But you can check it out. I know it's probably might be a little hard to get, but CLR is a pretty easy to use product for those types of surfaces. So
Can you use Barkeeper's Friend on stainless?
you could use Barkeeper's Friend on stainless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's good.
So
Been a while since
It's a
I used
wifey
that.
trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done that. Yeah.
Justin
Oh, they do have a
Dean,
stainless cleaner. Okay.
EU is amazing stuff. Quick work on tar for sure. That's right. And then Dabbler Detail says, please set aside a 5 liter of GSL and a bunch of the 2-inch pads. I need them.
Perfect.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Thank you.
George Zapata saying, hello from San Clemente. How can I remove spray paint from a car that's vandalized? Use my favorite thing in the whole wide
guys,
world,
you know
ladies
the
and
answer.
gentlemen.
Everybody commented it out loud at once.
3,
Lacquer
2.
thinner.
Oh, you let's
Oh,
get to it.
okay.
Oh,
No.
lacquer thinner. Okay.
That's got to
Lacquer
be the
thinner.
longest
Seriously,
running meme
lacquer
here.
thinner is the easiest, fastest way. Get some rubber gloves, a bunch of white towels, gallon of lacquer thinner, go to town.
Honestly, you don't even need the gloves. It'll just get your hands cool, right? Is that safe?
Well,
No, it's
you-
not
It's a
safe.
hot day.
No,
Cool
no.
off with some
Sorry,
lacquer
okay,
thinner.
my bad.
So cool for the gloves, though.
Just something, just something cool about that feeling.
Something, it was the best was when Dane had to wipe his car down with lacquer thinner. And he's like, my hand's getting really cold. And I was like, Dane, that's how you know it's working.
Yeah, it's just eating through your hands.
He's like, it's freezing my hand.
I'd rub
I
my
said,
hands together, but I think that'd make it worse.
Yeah. So you're them shattering.
My finger came off.
So rubber gloves and a lot of white towels, stick to
Yeah.
paint, try to stay off plastics and all that stuff. Jimmy Roberts saying it's the adamantium that Dane's wearing is the same one he has.
Yeah.
Dang,
Very
what do
nice.
you just do with your hands there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This guy.
Oh, no.
Dino.
Dino asking, I have a question about AS Auto Shampoo. Why is it a pH 9? Also, Superfoam is a pH 12. Was this made for a touchless car wash or? Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yep. So, Superfoam, like we mentioned earlier, it is. Yeah, it's more aggressive, and it is definitely for. So, like listed on the probably even on the bottle, honestly, but on our website and things like that, SDS, it is definitely for what is referred to as self-service. So, self-service here in the U.S.
Yeah.
obviously usually means the wands that that are overhead,
Yeah, car wash,
the bays
Yeah.
and that you're doing yourself. But it also
washes
over there
in
means
Europe.
more than that. So
Yeah.
it could be
touchless
laser
or
wash,
whatever
that kind of
else.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, touchless. Yeah, exactly.
Then we got Luke.
Luke asking the tough questions. I want answers on GSF. Why is it so slick?
So
just
Luke and
is.
Anthony will be kidnapping our chemist and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
asking them these questions. But I that's magic.
We want answers.
Just know it works,
just-
and there's
it's-
nothing to
it's-
worry about.
All the entire line, and of course I never want them to say it, but they'll even they're like, well, everything's not the best in the line. We work towards getting everything
That's
to be the
always
best,
hard,
but
yeah.
but it's just on. We have 250 products, right? So it's like we do what we can, but ultimately more than anything, the products that stand out. We've been around 50 years, so. Period. There's enough time to make mistakes, and more importantly, enough time to fix those mistakes if you're willing. And we have the facility and the personnel that enable us to take what is not necessarily wrong or bad, but the things that we can improve on, and we take that advice and bring it back in and can test it ourselves and make it better. So that really it gives an advantage, and it makes these things better and better and better. So like GSF was something that I'm sure time and time again was, if this could be slicker, it'd be better, and they worked and worked till they found the right mix.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
like it.
Kishore Murali saying, hello, guys. Koch Chemie GSF is the bomb. Thanks for coming to the U.S.,
Thank you.
Andrew. Finally, I can bring this and more to the folks in Trinidad.
Awesome.
I got my IK trigger sprayer with weighted tubes for some testing. Nice.
cool.
Good job, Kishore.
Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Ricky says he finally made it home. Now fully enjoying the Q&A from the home office. Great,
man.
Ricky. Appreciate it. Dino saying also, these guys some Gummifix and show them who's boss at non-slip dressing. One more thing, KCX Sil is a solvent-based, and what dilution would you suggest? Thanks.
Oh boy.
None of us know what that number is and what that means,
Yep.
Dino. Sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
You got me, but again, happy to you can email me direct. It's my first name dot last name at koch-chemie.com, or even just info.usa at koch-chemie.com will get you the answer.
Yeah.
Or our Facebook pages. Any of those will
Yeah.
connect.
Tom Kirby Thompson saying, try Rocket Pop color handles. That's a good idea.
On the brushes.
And then Bait Addict, going to be purchasing Motorplast. Try this spring. How does FSE play with CSL EXO?
Very good.
Just fine.
Very good.
Yeah,
Brian
thank you.
Crosby saying, Coach needs a faster boat.
Brian, please.
That's right,
make it
buddy.
happen.
That's
I
right.
love you, brother. Thank
Probably
you.
some guys out in Miami.
Majal Vara saying, are those interior brushes and exterior brushes? Yes. Kal-El, we already read that. What can we top P6 with? Ricky Cologne, brushes, they all look very nice. I probably shy away from the yellow ones since work stuff brushes are primarily yellow, but I'm partial to the blue. Thank you, buddy. And
It's
then
a good shade.
Anas Najir saying wax or
royal.
sealant. I don't know what the
Either-
answer
either one, man.
buddy.
Whatever floats your
knock
boat.
your
We got
socks
it
off. Yeah, Brian Crosby saying lol. Luke Berge, Motorplast does not last in the wheel wells of my truck.
Luke,
We all know how
your
Luke
truck,
drives, though.
You put your truck through hell, so that
Luke,
says it
and
doesn't
Luke's
count.
driving
He's
an
an outlier.
He's driving an excursion.
yeah.
7.3
Is
liter
he talking
diesel
about that truck or
excursion.
his work truck or
or
whatever the heck
the
he's
semi
driving?
truck?
Yeah.
Probably doesn't last on the semi truck.
Oh, probably he's running too many people
double it
over.
up, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't,
Also, that wasn't its originally intended use.
Yeah.
So
yes,
Oh.
there's
It's
that.
called improvising.
Too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dane.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Philip Van
My engine bay on the
Boeven.
tank
use
looks
more.
perfect still. So
Next question, Dane. He says, what is the difference between Motorplast versus Meg's hyperdressing? So hyperdressing is a water-based dressing. It is simply just a dressing, whereas Motorplast forms a thermoelastic bond.
There you go.
It's essentially a coating, but it's a thermoelastic.
that's not just words. You can
plastic
actually see and
coating.
feel it.
Yeah, it bonds with, like, you get the engine wet, spray
Yeah.
it off, spray this on. It creates a chemical reaction where it literally creates a coating over your engine. All your plastics, all your rubber, all your electrical connections, everything.
And it
It
protects
can expand
everything.
and contract with the heat cycles and everything.
It
which-
does, and it can do that, and it actually it's a hydrophilic surface, not a
Yeah.
hydrophobic surface, meaning it displaces water.
Yep.
So once it gets wet, the water not only it doesn't bead, it just simply does not stick on the surface.
Well, that's why we say you don't have to dry it. So
Yeah,
don't,
you don't have to
don't
dry
waste
it.
time drying the engine bay or waiting. You just go straight to it.
It's pretty
And
rad.
It is a very rad product. Yeah.
Umberto saying maybe you need brushes with the color of your BMW. To Ricky. All right. Bait Addict says, in all seriousness, Coach is lucky to have you, Andrew. Congrats on the move.
No, that means a lot. Thank you very much.
And then Joa, I'm in Europe, so I already have access to PSS. I applied it to my tires like 3 weeks ago, and it's still going strong. Good. Very hydrophobic, too.
Yes.
Great stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And then Ken says, did you get the second question? KC Active Snow Phone versus GSF. Interested myself.
Yep, we got that.
We actually
Yeah,
went
we
into
did.
extensive.
Well, we're
explanation
45
of
minutes
that.
behind, so yes,
Yeah,
we did
so-
get that covered.
But yeah, just
Don't worry,
if
scroll
you
back,
didn't
you'll
catch
find
it,
it.
look
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
or,
we're going
or
to try
reach
and
out.
burn through some of these guys, so apologies. So Deacon saying, what's the tire cleaner for Koch Chemie? I know the wheel cleaner, but is a specific tire rubber cleaner that is being brought over?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Right now we're using Green Star.
We're
but-
using Green Star, and then you'll be able to top it off with PSS once
Yeah.
we get it in
Yep.
stock.
And then Daniel saying, can I use Motorplast on my undercarriage?
can, yes.
You can. You can try it.
You can use it on your car too. Just kidding. Okay.
I wouldn't spray it. I probably wouldn't spray it like on your exhaust
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but you can spray
You can
it
spray it
on
on your frame. You can
and on
spray it
the
on
frame, and you can spray it on that kind of
some
stuff.
of those
We have
things.
fun here.
Yep. Yeah. Brian Crosby says, talk about active foam. We already did, Brian. Thank you.
I love the directing though. That's great. Whoa, where am I?
Point.
Love you, Brian.
Delphine saying, what original use? Or no, that's
I feel like
we've already been
done
there.
those. Okay. Yep.
All right, we already did that.
Dane, where
Oh,
are
we
you
did.
taking us?
Holy cow!
Go to 2, Dane. Page
Oh
2.
wow, we're down to 2. Wow. Okay. Guess
All
we
right.
are.
Levi, I have a detailing side gig. The explosion here is from my main job. I'm a collision repair tech. It's getting a half repaint. I'm going to detail the rest out of compassion. You are an amazing man,
That's
David.
incredible.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, is there anything we could do to send out to reach out?
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go. Talk to him.
Absolutely.
Decon saying, any experience with the ceramic coating or nano magic shampoo? Not yet, buddy.
So I literally, they will not send me. I'll be as quick as I can because we're so far behind. But they will not send me a sample, literally, because I want it on cars so that I can say, no, it's been here in the U.S. and it's been rocking and rolling, even though it is rocking and rolling overseas. But Nano Magic shampoo, absolutely love it. It's a big favorite of mine. It is a spray on, spray off in essence.
Nice.
It's not going to produce the foam like you may expect out of a foam cannon. But if you do use in a foam cannon or even a foamer, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yep. There you go.
Excellent.
And then nothing but the details saying, where is the Koch coating? Will it hurt the other coating brand's feelings?
Adam,
Fritz.
I love you, man. Love you to death. You know that. But we're again, same thing. Yeah, trying to get it here, definitely. So same thing. We're trying to get that formula to fit to U.S. standard, and then we'll get it here.
There you go. Luke
good.
saying, what's everyone's favorite smelling Koch product?
We also
already
did
did
that.
that one, Luke. Anas saying the line on the Koch pads make them keeping flat when the tilt to the machine, which is great. About 0 haze done. Nice,
Good.
man.
Good.
Nice.
And then Kal-El saying, sorry for the second question. That was the same one.
Oh.
Decon saying, we need some Koch merch here in the States, T-shirts and hoodies. That would sell like hotcakes. says
Dang.
Decon.
So I've always, if you know me from I always love doing that stuff. We will get there. We'll absolutely get there. But they are just about to start placing orders for the new KCX
There you
and
go.
Koch combo stuff, and then I've now got the flexibility to do stuff here in the U.S. So yes, and we do have some stuff. We have actually got some sample kits that we're going to launch that you guys can get your hands on some stuff, and then hopefully we'll fill in with
Very cool.
shirts and
There you
stuff on that same
Perfect.
site. So.
Green Star go at least, from Dino, Green Star goes at least 15-1. And when you get MZWR, then 20-1. I went 10-1 on both and left a bit on the surface. The white lettering started to melt, so go light because the pH is high. So that's in response. Luke says Dino says the fresh cotton scent in 1 liter air freshener can be diluted 300-1. That's his favorite smelling one. Bait Addict, what does W4 citrus foam compare to how does W4 citrus foam compare to active foam? Is it more aggressive?
It's going to be it's the same idea, right? So it's a very similar idea. Now, have I taken it and put it side by side? No, and I can't comment on it. And of course, I'd love to tell you, we're the best. It's the best product on the market, hands down. But obviously, I'm familiar with W4. It's a similar idea, similar process, and they're both good products. They just are. So.
Then Bait Addict says, for some reason, I feel like everyone at the table could answer this. Maybe not Dane.
Dane can definitely answer more stuff than I can.
Man.
I will say that right
Dane
now.
is
Dane
quite
definitely
the
can answer more stuff
encyclopedia
than I
just
can.
through osmosis on
He is.
detailing
Talk cars.
products.
That's
Watch
what I
him
mean.
put
He
you
can
all
definitely-
under the table.
He's
All right.
got me. So.
Jeez.
He will car us all
No
under.
chill.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Functional Doc saying, will the SO02 spray sealant be coming to the U.S.? It's actually available right now on the ragcompany.com. You can pick it up.
It is.
That's the
It
funny
is.
thing. It's here.
True.
And then Ricky and Umberto talking about how much they love salsa music. We uploaded to the Rag Company. We'll watch it by Instagram. Hans, Luke, did you try some GSF in your washer yet? Ha, ha, ha. Don't do that, boys.
Don't.
Luke says,
Just
don't
don't.
do that. I'm not going to be tempted.
R2R.
How much would you recommend? Don't do that. You guys stop.
You guys are problem children. We can't be having
And
this.
then Marcy Christoph Wardawa, greetings from Norway. Really big fan of the Koch
Nice.
Chemie here. Big love for Koch in Norway.
Yeah,
So,
it means the world.
very excited.
Makes our job easier here in the U.S. for sure.
Oh, that's
And then
great.
Kal-El saying,
go.
how is the KCX clay bar?
So, I'll be flat out. The Rag Company's got an incredible solution for that with what they've got going on, their new stuff. So I would honestly just flat out, I'd push it that way. Ours is very good. It's very high quality, but it is definitely pricey, especially for me bringing it over here. So it is incredible. I'm not going to say that it's not worth the price,
Sure.
but there are really good options out there as well. So if you want to spend the money, then yeah, I'd love for you to give it a try and take a look. But it is pricey. It is pricey.
This is the part where I plug. We recently released a new video where Anthony demonstrates different clay techniques on Sebastian's Volvo XC90. He includes several different products to use, including clay spray.
Clay spray.
And it
That's
looks
right.
great, performs great.
That's
So,
right.
gives
So
you a
even
good
if you're
idea
using
there.
another clay, just
Bar,
give clay
towel.
spray.
Yeah, we
a
noticed that
whirl.
clay spray really upped the ante really made that clay.
Yeah.
It supercharges whatever.
Well, it's preserving it.
Yeah.
It's making it do what it's supposed to do without drying it out and ruining it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really,
Keeps it
it's
going.
amazing stuff.
You know?
Well, and we have some fun bonus content at the end of that video too. I hope you watched it all the way
it's a
through.
little
because it's
spicy
worth
at the
it.
end there. I
Get a little-
I get a little sassy,
little feisty.
You know?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll have these days where I'm just like, I feel like being a
Yeah.
little
Well,
bit more.
Anthony and I, we go back and forth on the camera sometimes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always pick it up. It usually gets
Spicy.
cut.
Fletcher saying, I'm curious what chemicals you would recommend for touchscreen control panels with an eaglet. We said quick finish and
Quick and shine.
Quick and shine.
And again, yeah, quick and shine and quick finish have been used in German kitchens all across the country
Yeah.
over there.
How
but yeah,
about
and here
that?
too, hopefully. But yeah, glass cleaner
And
as
glass
well.
cleaner's
They're
great, too.
very safe, very good.
Nice.
David Cervantes, when is the new glass towel coming out? It's available now. You can pick it up from the Rag Company. Just make sure that we've still got some old stock when you purchase. So there is some old stock still in the bin at the moment. I noticed it earlier this week. So if you do place an order like tomorrow or right now, just ask in the comments to make sure that, hey,
Specify
can you
to be
grab me
sure.
that new glass towel, or I'd like the new glass
The
towel.
new style.
Yeah, the newer style. So, because there's not many, but I don't know. We might not even have that problem right now. But earlier,
We just
still
want to
had
make
some.
sure.
Yeah. If you want it, otherwise, there's nothing wrong with the old one. It's a still great towel.
The new one lets you scrub more.
Yeah.
That's kind of the big thing.
So Han says, Luke, you got them all. D Dabbler says, thanks for the pronunciation. You're welcome, man. All right, so we're 26 minutes, Dane. We're going back to page 2.
We're at page 1 now.
Oh, we're on page 1. All right, so we can slow down here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any word on when the KCX
Again.
ceramic coating and longevity?
No, we'd cover it. Moving on.
There you go.
Yep.
Han saying, when will
Nothing, but I will
55-gallon
say-
drums of R2R be in?
I will say nothing over 5 years.
Okay.
There we go.
brought to
That
the
makes
US.
sense, yeah. And-
Hans, That's not going to happen unless you come here and steal it yourself. We got Luke Berge coming in next. So the question is, I was hoping for a 500-gallon tote of R2R. Luke,
Only reasonable request.
drive that truck over here and load it up, man.
Well, it's not here. He has to go to PNS.
Yeah. Actually, they're going to make him make it himself. So.
Yeah.
He's going to be there stirring that pot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The cauldron is what we called
Yeah.
it.
All right, we got
Dabler saying,
Dabler.
what is the concept and reasoning behind dual pile towels? What's the best of both worlds? You got a short nap and a long nap. That's why.
You follow up one
it's that simple.
with the other.
Yeah, simple. That's it.
It's not that one side's necessarily better. It's just different.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Show them both some love. So we've
Some
got
people like
Luke
them short.
here.
Some people like them long.
Why not have both?
All right. How safe is EU compared to Optimum tar remover? Probably about equally as safe.
Yeah, I can't comment on
they're
Optimum
they're both a solvent, but they're both a tar remover that can do stuff. So
yeah, just be careful. We've got an incident years ago in Germany where they put, I guess they've got windshield stickers for it's not oil, it's something else, but or like their checkups or something they do. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, they ended up putting it on the dash and went to remove it and called and asked if they could use Ulex, and the German, they were like, no, please don't, but it's up to you. At the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want to do, but no. And they did, and it pulled color. So we'll have the ability to pull that color out of some of those vinyls and leathers and finishes. So that's what we want to be cautious with. It's going to work. It's not going to eat anything per se and change like the
but it can pull color.
surface, but it's going to pull color.
No,
So
that's
we
why
have to be
clear
careful
coated
with.
surfaces, it's safe. I would say it's safe on any other type of coated exterior surface you're fine with. You just got to be careful on the interior stuff. The stuff that's more delicate with. And so,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Mi
We got
comadre, Catherine Blanco Mayo, saying, I send hugs for all you guys.
Oh,
Courtesy of
Thanks.
Catherine.
Too
She's
kind.
amazing. And then she goes, when is coming TRC and Koch Chemie to PR?
I'm in.
oh,
Darling, if you plan it, we will go. We
It's
will
been a while
try and make it
since
work.
you were
if you
down
That
pay
would
there,
be.
and I don't know if you've ever been.
I've
We
been,
will walk
not-
that path down to
not-
Puerto Rico
not-
and hang
okay.
out.
Did you
No,
have a
we're
good
in.
time in
I
Puerto
had
Rico?
a blast in Puerto Rico.
Wow. Everything just got, the audio levels
You
peaked. I
really
saw
did
him
have
scream
fun.
in the
I know.
background. There
What
was
was your favorite part about going down to Puerto Rico?
Watching, no, I was going to say, watching the cockroach fall on Jason Rose at dinner. See it scramble. But
Besides that, did you like the beaches?
I loved
food?
So the one thing about the Mayo family and distributors down there is they literally make you feel like you're part of the family.
That's nice.
And they are so amazing. They set us up in a great hotel. They put us we did the event at a great facility. We had everybody that showed up. It was unbelievable, the level and the height of detailing on the island of Puerto Rico, and the number of people that showed up for the event and sat and hung out and did an education weekend with us. Just phenomenal folks, and really just an amazing event. And every single one of those detailers, captive audience, asking tons of questions, wanting to know more.
So they're really engaged.
Really engaged, and a lot of fun. And as you can see, we've got a couple of our Puerto Rican friends here in the chat already.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
do. We have a Puerto Rican.
And-
we have a grand ambassador, actually. The
Yeah,
detail
I saw that
engineer.
today.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Detail engineer down there, and so
We've got a few of them, and so it would be something that I think is definitely worthwhile. And I feel like we didn't get to go last year, and we kind of talked about, I think it'd be fun if we could go. But Catherine, we would love to come.
Absolutely.
But you know the rule, Mama. We got to be vaccinated, and we got to be able to travel there, according to Mama Hennen.
if I start walking now, I
Them's the
probably could
rules.
get there by next year.
You probably could. Yeah.
So I think that's
It'd
pretty
be a
big
long
deal.
walk.
What's that?
You have to hitch a ride when you get to Florida.
I hope you could swim.
Oh,
get there.
My most favorite resort is
It's
down
an
there.
island.
Puerto
It's an
Rico.
island. I
Dorado
don't think you could
Beach.
swim there.
Underground
place
to
secret
be.
tunnels.
No secret
Love
tunnels.
it.
Secret tunnels.
The food's amazing too.
I'm excited. I can't wait to have
beautiful.
pizza with white sauce like Jason Rose.
We're not all Jason
Hold on a
Rose.
second.
Hold on.
Hold on a second.
Worm germ saying.
I'm a white
That's
sauce
a
pizza guy.
comment.
Can I
Yeah.
use
Some barbecue
Ethos-
drizzle on top. Okay. So.
Can I use Ethos Defy as a ceramic topper? I don't know. I'm
haven't
sure
used it.
none of us know that. So neither of us
It's a
have tried
topper,
it. Used
I
it,
would-
Worm Germ. I'm sorry.
I would
It's
assume.
something we haven't tried. So Luke Berge says he's a real man and doesn't wear gloves when he uses lacquer
That's what I'm
thinner.
talking about.
That
baby.
proves
And they still
nothing
feel
to no one.
They still feel cold.
You're just hurting yourself.
Brian Crosby saying it's an ancient German secret
Also
on
true.
something. Dino saying Delphine get the KC Fleckenwasser for hard mineral water spots. Works on cars and everything else.
Now that's
great
a
idea.
name.
There you go.
You need way more aggression behind that.
Fleckenwasser. Luke says going to install my transmission cooler tonight. About 300 times the OEM size. It's right around the size of an 03 WRX radiator. Lol.
Wow.
That's nice. Where are you putting that, Luke? Underneath the vehicle or right up front?
Put in the passenger seat.
Probably.
You don't need that thing. Just take it out, pop this in there, use the same bolts.
Yeah. Nas saying sill can be diluted 4-to-1 or 1-to-1. Better dilute sill 1-to-1 prior to coating, but not straight use. There you go. Thank you, man. Luke says, wrong. I'm talking about my 7.3 F350, not my 02 6.8
Exactly.
V10 Excursion that I rarely drive. We won't talk about what I drive through.
Yeah.
Well, Ed saying, what dilution ratio would you recommend for Green Star as a pre-soak for heavy dirt? Would it foam well on the IK foamer? Thanks, guys.
It does foam well in the IK foamer.
Yeah, absolutely does.
So you can do like a 10-to-1 dilution. You can go 20-to-1.
20, yep.
And so I think like a 21 would be a safe spot. But I mean,
Yeah, our wall in Germany is so our bay, like what you guys have out there, is plugged in at 20-to-1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'd probably say that'd be a good safe spot.
But yeah, 10-to-1, 20-to-1, any of that stuff. Yeah, you're
Cool.
you're going to be good. And then of course you can mix it with GSF 10 to 30 mils. But yeah,
Like
Nice.
All right, what do we got here?
Contra Bida.
I'm loving the Edgeless 420 GSM. Thanks for the recommendation. And for Andrew, which Koch Chemie has UV paint protectant?
so there's a little bit built into some of the stuff that's here now, and the things that we've been talking about, especially like the sealant and whatnot. But of course, as the coatings and some more of our sealants come over here, then you'll start to see more and more of that. But also even some of the interior stuff will help protect against that in a minimal way, but in a way, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Oh, dear.
G. Davis says Dane has endorsed Motorplast for nipple ring chafing.
I saw that earlier. That's why I was
a
laughing
very
earlier.
thoughtful.
I saw it pop up
Thanks.
earlier, and that's why I was laughing.
Really.
My favorite is Luke going, you start with that, G? It's impressive. He came right out of the gate.
Yeah, that was out
He
of the
just
gate.
It's
blasted.
important
So
to
normally-
maintain the
Bam, bam.
hydrophilic nature.
So G normally comes in with a couple warm-up rounds,
Yeah,
right?
a couple
Don't
warm-up
want
Kinda
live
rounds.
gets,
setting.
sets the mood, and then he comes up with some heavy hitters. He just broke right through that
Yeah,
door.
he's coming
yeah.
out.
No, he put a battering ram through.
Carissa saying, hey, what about Motorplast for the underside of dirt bike fenders to help keep them clean? Thanks. Yeah, could try it. Just
yeah,
be careful.
you can. I just wouldn't let
Careful
that drip
around
onto
your
the
brakes
tires, man. I
and
wouldn't let
tires.
that drip onto the tires, the brakes. So it's like one of those things, if the wheels are off and you feel like you can let it adequately dry, sure. But I wouldn't do that and let it.
Unless you're
let the
covering
Maybe
all
wheel
that
even
off.
more
stuff
of
with
a
plastic.
sealant instead,
Yeah.
but wiping it on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
know.
I don't know.
That's an interesting. Yeah.
Cal L saying, why do all the KCX pads feel the same? They actually don't. Fun way to
magic.
test that. Put them on your lips.
Okay.
So how
Your
often do you
lips-
put pads in your lips?
All the
You just
time.
take them and you just
Just
touch your lips with them.
so why do you do that motion? Like
Well, you
Because
just
you gotta slide it
It's like you're
across.
playing a harmonica.
Yeah.
No, look at a
You
piece
gotta
of
slide
corn.
it. You gotta slide it
Was
across.
that a lotte? Is that you're just doing
Yes,
right there?
I was trying
A little bit of corn. Like,
Hey, send me a piece of that corn. So yeah, no, it is though. That is an old school way to decipher the different layers of foam and how aggressive a foam pad is by it's an old detailer trick is
The
to
most
touch.
sensitive.
So you touch it to your lips, and then you can tell the different grit.
Yeah.
So in your hands, you can't tell that for some folks.
Because it's so
that's-
fine. Yeah, no, that's a good
so
good
that's when
point.
you put it on your lips.
But no,
'Cause
you
a lot
are-
of his detailers have rough hands, or they're
Yeah.
dried out, or whatever, and so everything feels rough.
Yeah.
Or everything, they're like, I just can't tell the difference.
But you're right. It's that is absolutely commented on quite a bit, but I assure you they absolutely are different.
Yeah.
And they are purpose driven for their specific uses. But I don't have it yet, but when the green pads land, hopefully very very early next week, those are even softer than what we've got currently, so that you should be able to tell the difference there. But yeah, no, the lip trick is sounds like a good trick.
So I do
So
it.
All right.
Delphine
Next up.
saying, a question for Anthony. You really do not need to tape anything down when you use PS Clarity Cream on the glass?
Not really, no. I mean, basically, if you hit the trim at all, just give it a quick wipe down, and you should be fine.
Yeah, O&R works, glass cleaner
Yeah.
works, paint coating surface prep works.
You don't need something.
You can
I
wipe
think
all the
you can
rubber
just-
with
you
that.
can take
Yeah,
paint
fine.
gloss and just go wipe over that
Can't
rubber
even
with
do
it.
that.
It just doesn't, those abrasives just don't seem to stick around or dig into the trim as much as you think they would. If you're really particular about it, you could tape it, absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you get to it
You
quick
don't
enough
have to.
and wipe it off, you're fine. Yeah.
David Cervantes saying, all right, guys, I got to go. Andrew, it was nice to meet you.
You as
Looking
well.
forward to OneCut.
well.
Have a great Friday Eve. Thanks, Andrew.
You
Or
too.
David,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Sene Bono, auto detailing led me into pressure washing. Awesome, man.
Cool.
Congrats. And then Anthracite,
Ah.
1K Nano. Question mark.
Same thing. Just it's got stuff in it that's not supposed to be in the U.S., so we are following the rules and making sure we adjust appropriately. Now, can I comment on whether that will be here before or after C0, which is, or CO, which is our our falls in line with our coating and sealant system. That's the one you guys have seen with the bulletproof vest on it and whatnot. And of course, it is not bulletproof, and we will not say that it's bulletproof. We will not advertise it as bulletproof. But that will be over eventually. And I don't know 100% if 1K Nano is going to come, but we are in discussions right now, and it is on our red list, which means, again, it's eligible to come. We just have to get the final approvals done. We do have a glass coating that we are looking at getting over here. They were a little hesitant because it's a two-step, but a lot of them are two-step. So we may get that one rolling. But yes, I do like 1K. It's been around a while. It's had very good feedback throughout. So we'll see. But I would have to bet that now with SO02 that would probably be more of our go-to. And it is a little less, but that would be our go-to. And then, of course, our coating, and then potentially, most likely, we'll have another coating as well before it comes to the U.S.
Okay.
There we go.
We got Ricky.
Ricky saying Catherine is here in the Q&A.
Yes, she
La
is.
Reina de la Isla de Puerto Rico.
Ah, yes. I know exactly what you're saying.
Alex Holbrook, which is the better ceramic coating topper in your guys' opinion? Beadmaker or G-Technic C2? I've used both. Personally, I like Beadmaker better. Use-wise, thanks-wise. Well, there you go, Alex. That's your question. That's your answer right
pretty
there.
much answered.
So honestly, it's what's better for you.
Yeah.
And
What
of course,
do you
with
enjoy doing?
the name on my shirt, I prefer SO02. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
So
That is
and
a new
that's
option.
But that's really it. We've always said that. That's why we carry so many different versions.
Yeah.
Is one, we like to give you options, but also all of them work perfectly well, and it's what makes you feel the most comfortable.
Well, good product is good product. I mean, at the end of the day, it just is. And yeah, they have different uses and different needs, and they are not necessarily longevity out of it. It's almost just what do you want? Do you want to use something a little bit more because you wash your car a lot? Do you want to use something a little less? Or do you want something that lasts even longer? I mean, it just, it really comes down to your personal. But at the end of the day, for what they are specifically for, they're good product.
Yeah,
There you go.
and for what it's worth, we are very selective. We'll pick and choose things. So what we have in our lineup has already been vetted by these guys. It's already been cleared because these guys actually like to use it themselves. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. So that's also a strong point as well. And then we've got bait.
So I'm noticing even after 6 washes with R2R, the towels are still pretty hydrophobic. Specifically, the top of the fibers don't absorb. If you let the water sit on the surface, it begins to absorb. Well, that's something.
I've seen so many stories of people being amazed at
don't
what it's been
know,
able
man.
to fix, and yet bait here has just
I feel like Bait has had a lot of speed bumps in his entire life.
something.
I feel
just
like, you know what I
keeps
mean? This
getting
is
in the
a
way.
man that has set
Oh.
expectations for many things in life, and there's always something that small that happens, and he's just like, why is this happening to me? And I'm like, I don't know,
Bait
man.
may also have hard water.
He could have hard water. He
Possibly.
could. I don't know. I'm attributing it to bad luck. I really think. I'm
He got a
sorry.
I don't think
You got
that
a bad
helps other
bottle or
people though.
something,
If they
or-
feel like they have a similar issue, you want to make sure we can offer them something tangible they can
don't
go
know.
try for themselves.
What would the bad
his-
luck be? A bad bottle?
Yeah,
a bad...
no,
No,
it wouldn't be a bad
it's just-
bottle. It would be.
I'm
I know
gonna
it's
say-
not. I know literally it's not a bad bottle, but like what could
I'm
the
going to
bad
say
luck be?
that his towels are he's using them on very sealed towels.
I think
Using
that there's
mega
a
towels?
spell
But
cast on him.
managed
Probably.
to recover
Years
stuff
ago.
that was
we
thought
have
for sure to be
so we have been
dead.
able to recover.
Dead.
And honestly, Bait, when I have a towel that I've washed many times with R2R, and it's right there. It's top of the fibers don't absorb. The moment that the rest of it starts to get wet, it really absorbs quite more rapidly.
Well, because once the base of the fibers get
right.
wet, right, that's when water is attracted to itself.
Right.
And so the top of the fibers should get wet at that
Yeah.
point.
So
Dampen the towel first before
usually
drying.
what happens is I'll wipe the when I use that towel, I'll use it. I'll wipe my front windshield on my car, say when I'm drying to start first, and I'll go up over the roof of the car, and I'll notice that it kind of just smeared water. It didn't really absorb. But by the time I get to the back window, it started to absorb. So I'll just go back over one more pass, and then the towel's starting to work, and it's actually absorbing water. To me, that's way better than it was when it wasn't absorbing. However, I do have
what it was supposed to.
But however, I do have some of my gauntlets that have been completely revived and act just like if I pulled one off the shelf today and used it. So it's very interesting. However, I will say that towel that I'm talking about is a red and black esoteric twist and shout that we made for them. And it was one of the very first ones that we ever made for them. And so I've had it for about 3 years. Yeah. And honestly, that towel should probably be retired. Doesn't need to be doing duty anymore.
Probably.
It's washed and dried a lot of cars, and I'm trying to keep it on its last legs because I like the towel. It's a red twist loop with a black edge, and I just think it looks cool. But you might also be to the point where some of these towels probably need to be retired.
Probably.
But but very strange. If you want to send a video, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, so. I'd like to see that. Also, I'm just waiting like a week from now when you see him like with an electric razor, just giving it a buzz cut to see if that fixes it.
Oh,
I'm not suggesting anybody do that. I'm just wondering.
Cuts all of the fibers off.
Just
start in the military.
Yeah. Contravita saying, by the way, any chance of carrying the 6-liter IK? I'm assuming that's the IK 9?
No, we're not. We don't have any plans to carry the 6-liter.
Yeah. David Cervantes own. Before I forget, Anthony, I messaged you about possible rear discs for the Civic, but the short of it, try checking out LKQ.
Yeah, David, I saw the message. I just did not have time to respond. But yes, you are correct. I am still looking, but right now I'm about to do the drums on the car probably this weekend because the car is feeling a little sketch, right?
You realize what your rear brakes don't really do anything.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fix the drums, but I am gonna keep a lookout. So if I find a set of really clean rear discs, then I'll make that swap. But until then, take my time.
All right.
Bait Addict saying, but if you were to run underwater, it still shoots away from the towels. Only some of it gets absorbed. Still better than before. Any suggestions? I can send a video if needed. Feel free, man, if you want to. Like I said, it may also be, look at the timeline of that towel and how old it is and what it's used for.
Also incredibly important.
Yeah. David Cervantes saying that basically part out junk cars, so look what you need to get for it. Do it cheap. Do it at the body shop all the time. Yeah, LKQ. Kevin, 53. Hey, guys, I'm late. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Luke, gotta go, folks. There's another great episode. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, TRC fam.
Will do.
Thank you,
too.
Luke. Bait Addict, any reason to purchase Clarity Cream? Yes. Once you start using it, you will stop using it. Or you will not use anything else. Not stop.
For glass.
Yeah, for glass. So I have it in my garage, and I find reasons for doing it on cars when I get them in there in my garage.
Yeah.
His specific question.
I wish Clarity Cream existed years ago.
Yeah.
I really think it's one of those products that just kills it on glass, and it really makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference on glass.
You don't realize how murked up your glass is until you use it.
Well, and his next question, instead of a standard polish we use for paint, yes.
Yeah.
You could take Last Cut and let's say take a blue wool pad and Last Cut, go on a heavy water spotted window. It's going to take you a while to get it off. You may not get it all off. You take that same wool pad and grab the Clarity Cream, put it on there, and use it. It's night and day.
Yeah, there's
how much
something in
faster it cuts through that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's also a great metal polish.
Yeah.
So if you got any, I've used it on the little metal trim along the tops of the door sills, where I just put it on a towel and just rub it along, and was able to remove it quite easily. Comes off, wipes off easy. It's also great on mirrors. So normally mirrors are very have a lot of water spots. I just pour a little bit on my towel and then just rub it into my my side mirrors just to clean the water spots off a lot of them. Yeah. You know, even if I'm not doing a full water spot off the glass, I'll just knock out the mirrors because that makes a big difference for a lot of folks.
Yeah,
sure.
So, Cal-L.
What is the green pad for?
Awesome. Yeah, I was just looking around to see if there was some other some other bottles, but this will do for now. So Koch went and tried to help make things a little bit easier to understand because the green pad was getting a little bit confusing. So, and I don't know if you can see it exactly the right way on through the camera, but this band that is in between the colors, so it's either orange or purple or red or yellow. Well, in this case, it's only orange or purple, but it's in between that and the black. So there's a green band there. That green band means nothing more than it has a sealant or some sort of waxes in it or something that is whatever it may be. Yeah, there we go. There's a good view of it there. Yeah. So, so that is significant. That is a signifier to say that there is some sort of sealant or something in there.
Yeah.
So, as far as the green pad itself goes, that is actually for a green bottle, a green product. So instead of that orange band, it would be green, and then there wouldn't be the necessity to have that green line there. So the green is for. Basically, we've got we're not bringing them to the U.S. yet. They're not planned anytime soon, if potentially even at all. But glazes, some fillers, stuff like that the green pad is used for. However, the reason we're bringing the green pad here is because it can be used for a bunch of other stuff, even products that aren't ours, because it is so soft and applying things like potentially even some waxes and stuff like that. But our heart wax, so our heart wax BMP is I think we mentioned it earlier, but it's 100% wax, so it's very solvent based, and you can apply that on a machine with the green pad. So that's why we're bringing the green pads here.
Okay,
there you go.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Jeff Callender saying, could Green Star be used in a foamer to help strip off sealants and waxes? If so, what dilution, and is there a risk of etching glass similar to Power Clean?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure you guys have talked about it plenty. Name of the game is don't let it dry. That's a big one. But then, of course, paying attention to dilutions, but like the dilutions that we mentioned earlier, 20-1, those kind of that sort of realm. But we've got a lot of information on our safety data sheets as well as our website that will break down different uses. And we even have, something that I was so thrilled to come back into a company that had them because I was so used to it from our paint days with PPG and 3M and those guys. We've got tech sheets. So those tech sheets will break down what the product is, what it's best used for, best practices with it, dilutions. It's got all of that information in every one of our products on our website. So koch-chemie.com, and we do have a new website launching very soon. But on that website, up at the top, there's a little drop down that has English. You can switch to English, and then if you just go to products, and then I believe it's under car wash maybe, but then there's detailing, and then there's a breakdown of everything, exterior, interior, all that stuff. Every one of those products has an SDS as well as a tech sheet on it, so you can jump in and dive in. But again, always feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to send those to you as well.
Cool.
Great.
There you go.
Bait.
Was GSF made to be used in a bucket? Yes. What has been the ideal ratio solution in a 5-gallon bucket? Anthony.
Just pour some in and have fun.
Yeah.
Pour
it's
some
been
in.
eyeballing it every time.
It's like 50 mil.
Every
So,
time, and I love
here we
it.
go.
It's like 50
Whatever
mil.
it is, you probably put too
Here
much.
it is. Recommended for use. Snow foam. Pour approximately 20 milliliters into 1 liter of water and lather the vehicle using the foam sprayer. If necessary, clean with washing mitts or similar and rinse with water. Hand wash. Pour 50 milliliters into 10 liters of water. Clean the vehicle with wash mitts and rinse with water. Also perfectly suitable for application using a foam gun. As an active foam, pour 10 to 30 milliliters of Green Star in a pre-mixed snow foam solution.
Well, I've been using way too much in a bucket then because I just
50
have
mils. In what was that? 50 mils and 10 liters of water.
Anthony basically because he loves
Not
the
bad.
smell
The
so
more
much. He
intense
pours
the
like the
smell, the
entire
better.
2 gallons.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
2 gallons, you're putting
Go
50
for it.
milliliters and 2 gallons of water.
200 mils all day. Go for it. Yeah, please. Yeah.
No, nobody's going to argue on this side of the table, but
you could always use more
do
stuff.
you.
All right, so we got
I'm
G.
kidding.
Davis in here saying any plans for a KC collaboration with Anthony in the Schnitzel Garden.
Oh my.
Hashtag hello, Fraulines.
So, anyways, there's this place, Andrew. It's called the Schnitzel Garden. I
love it already.
It is a German.
Is that where we're going for dinner tonight?
We should. No, seriously. Like, I know you guys think that's a joke, but so beer boots, right?
Okay.
They have schnitzels, obviously, and then they have but it's they're from Germany there, right?
It's
and
legit.
so they literally have it's a what do I call it? A blanket, like a huge thing of the Neuschwanstein Castle.
Yeah, it's like a tapestry.
Like a tapestry thing, and it's all decorated. Like they have a lot of Munich style kind of decorations and stuff. So it's a little bit different than from where Casey's located, but it is some genuine, authentic German food, and I think that we need to go there and share a German platter with a beer. What do you think?
Okay.
He's trying to throw us off our
not a bad
diet. That's
idea.
what he's
It's
trying to
not
do.
a bad idea.
It's
That's
by
what it
Jeff
is.
This
Carolyn's
is a
house,
smart
right?
move.
It's
Not
not
bad.
too far away from my house. It's a little further away from your house, but worth it.
Yeah,
It's on my
okay.
way home.
Dane, are you about the Schnitzel Garden?
I wouldn't say no.
All right, we're doing the Schnitzel
A little
Garden
Dane
tonight.
schnitzel this evening.
I wouldn't say no.
Little schnitzel
We'll
with my
send,
Dane.
we'll send the Germans a
Oh,
picture of
boy.
us eating, and they'll be like, oh, what
What?
are they doing? Like, guys? Or the KC bottle on the table, like, hey, check this out.
Pour some on a salad.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I brought my own dressing.
Anthony's BDE supply store saying, I'm sorry if I missed it. Casey Paste Wax, U.S. inbound? Yes.
It smells like honey.
It smells.
Honestly, a perfect addition to the BDE supply store.
And goes an amazingly long way too. Which
There
is
you go.
awesome.
May
Lots
or
of
may
cars,
not have tried
lots of
it
cars
on
out
a
of
car
the
in the
jar.
studio that's still there.
Diablo Detail saying, I have to run. Thank you guys for an amazing Q&A. Love you guys. Thank you, sir.
you.
Appreciate it. And then Bait Addict, definitely don't have hard water. Remember, I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. Of
course.
Our TDS is 7 from the tap. Luckily, bad luck again. The detergent is the only one that has actually done anything, though. It's great. Good,
Should-
man.
should-
It's
it's tried,
pretty good.
Pissed off the witch doctor.
Yeah.
I told you, man. That's what it is.
Threw off the game. You'll get there. You'll
Carissa
get
says, Bait, I used an ounce in the pre-wash plus 2 ounces in wash on towels that I was going to toss, and it worked. So there you go.
Cool.
Bait Addict said, just want to know what's next or if I just keep going. Yeah. Anthony says you pissed off a witch doctor, so you're probably cursed. So
Sorry, man.
G. Davis says,
Oh,
I'm sure there's a
no.
special washing dilution on the web for bait and towels.
Well,
Then Dino Gravik saying,
Well,
thank you guys for an
yeah,
awesome
skip
Q&A. Gotta go. It's midnight in Austria and 5 hours left of sleep till I have to go to work. Stay safe,
man.
stay healthy, and those pounds off. Peace out. Thanks,
Buddy,
man. We
get some
appreciate it. And then Bait Addict Chris, I've pre-soaked them 2 times for a week. G. Davis, I'll let you know shortly. And then Carissa, Bait, sorry, you heard, buy new, always a good day. New towel day. So
man.
it's not wrong with Carissa. And then Bait Addict Lol, definitely not purchasing it, Levi. Don't want to stop using it right after using it once. Must be that
He's
bad,
talking about
huh?
when you said clarity cream.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. No, I meant like you won't not
You won't
use it.
want to stop.
Yeah, you won't want to stop using it. Ken Jeeper, used 2 ounces of GSF and 1 ounce of GS in my IK9 with 1 gallon of water. Worked pretty good on my Jeep last week. It's true. I saw some pictures. Pretty sweet.
Awesome. Thank
and
you.
then Ricky, I agree on the clarity cream, has truly revived a few cars I've done. Funny how when polishing the water spots, it seems like it's not doing that much. Then you wipe it off and voila.
Bam.
It's true. It's weird.
Bernardo.
saying, hey, Levi, awesome TRC episode. Don't forget to hit me up here in Atlanta since I'm traveling to Panama next week. All right, man, I won't. And then Kal-El is M3 like Sonax, perfect finish.
No, not really.
Talking about like
No.
microcut?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, not really.
No,
Different.
it's better.
Thank
What?
It's just different.
But
He said
they're
it.
Jason
different.
Miller says it's Snitchell Garden.
It's Garten.
Garten.
It's,
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's Garten.
There, see, he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G. Davis says, and after the Snitchell Garden, it's over to the 55 wet. It's number 3, gentlemen.
Well,
Number
so,
3.
what I don't like is how accurate that actually is.
What I love about G is he does his research.
No, he
Number
does do his
3.
research, right? Like, I'm surprised he didn't bring up the Torch 1 or the Torch
Oh,
2.
no.
Yeah,
Right?
Because
When
that's
he
literally
finds
what it
out
is.
that's
Torch
where
1,
finger
Torch
sticks
2,
were
Spearmint
invented.
Rhino number 3.
I
He's
know.
not
It's going to
wrong.
blow his mind.
That's
Sand
literally
Dolls
how
is much
when the two
lower.
companies are actually, that is in their name, number 1 and number 2.
Man.
Speaking of which, Jason Miller is one of our newest team members.
Very nice.
Well,
Okay.
Northeast
Okay.
rep for all you Northeasterners
Nice.
up there.
There you go. Ricky Cologne, team, as always, awesome content. Andrew, thanks for stopping by with the cool info. Talk to you all soon.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks, man. Hans says, Auf Wiener Schnitzel, TRC and KC. And Bait Addict, thanks
Yeah.
guys for an awesome Q&A. Awesome having Andrew join to answer questions too. Such a wealth of knowledge, just like you guys.
Thanks,
Well,
man.
I appreciate that. They have much more than me, but thank you.
We appreciate it. Then Ken Jeeper saying the dilutions on the bottle of GSF seems light. Well, that's so that you don't waste it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's-
feel free to
We want-
waste it.
Yeah, no,
Go
you
for
can
it,
waste
man.
all you want.
Have
That's
at
Hey,
it.
look, I
wanna
bring it home and
increase
I
those
dump it into my
dilutions.
foam cannon, right?
It's
I mean,
just
that's just
German
me.
precision.
But yeah, no, it's
You can do what you want.
We want to be upfront and honest and clear, and it's it's meant to be a good quality product, and it's more expensive, right? So I mean, it seems like it's this expensive 1 liter bottle, but I mean the reality is that it does go farther, it does go longer, and it is a better product. So
there you go.
There you go.
Then Bait Addict saying, time to watch the car. Joys of working from home.
Oh, good choice.
Gotcha.
All right. So
we got a
we've
couple of
reached-
minutes here. So
I was going to say, we've reached the top of the
Yeah.
comments, so it's kind of a free discussion, or we can touch on some housekeeping type things. If we have stuff coming up, if there's things that are out we want people to know about, now is a good time to talk about it.
We don't have anything coming up or anything else to talk
Okay,
about.
Boy,
So,
I'm like trying to deliver it.
The point is, we do not have anything really new to really show off for this Friday coming up.
This Friday now.
There's no big sale coming out this week.
no, but we talked about some new products.
But we did
Here's
have some new products.
One of the new products.
So there are a lot of new products that are available.
Yeah.
That a lot of people seem to
coming.
didn't know. So if you haven't yet, go to theragcompany.com.
Yep.
Pull up the Koch Chemie logo and actually start
Wait for
looking
it,
at
wait for
some
it.
of the products. You can pick up some Fresh Up. You can pick
Over
up
the chemicals?
some of
Over
the
to
things.
Koch
Yeah,
Chemie?
just
You go
click
over to
right
Koch
there
Chemie.
on the
Click
Koch,
Yeah.
and then
Bam.
Just
you can
fill
go
the-
through and check
What
out.
a cool
we've
looking
got-
product page. Who did that?
Yeah, look at
Nate
that. All
killer.
around surface cleaner we've got on there. We've got clay spray, fine cut, FSC, and if you sign up for the newsletter,
Details.
you get a 15% off coupon.
Pop up that saves you money.
Yeah. So
I do love ASC. That is one that hasn't
That
gotten
is
a lot
true.
of credit.
Yeah.
But it is incredible because it is a quick detailer like product inside and outside. Can use it all day long on everything. Just of course, multiple very different towels for all those different surfaces,
Yep.
but can be used on anything. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it can't be
Man,
held
Did you
back.
stick that straw in your nose?
Good. I just love
He
that, man.
just
Yes.
about
So,
did.
which means I'm really looking forward to Fresh Up for Men.
So, while these guys are thinking about Fresh Up for Men,
Is it FUM?
I'm just
Yes.
going to kindly point
Oh,
out
yes.
some
Or is it
recent
FUFM?
features
Yeah, something like that. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
okay.
On the Rag
Seriously,
Company
Andrew
YouTube
pitched
channel.
the idea.
Okay, you got
We've
it.
dropped
You got
some new
it.
videos lately. I want to point those out so people have somewhere to go after the stream they can go check out any one of our latest videos, including a wonderful clay tutorial by Anthony over here.
Yes.
Excellent. Goes over some different things, and that is not it. That is not what I was trying to show.
I guess.
Why is this only the bottom of the video? That's great. Thank you, instant YouTube ad. You really did a number on that
I just
one.
don't know who those people were.
So at any rate, in that video, Anthony presents different ways you can use clay products that we carry, including the Ultra Clay Towel and the Ultra Clay Bar. It's very helpful for somebody, even if you're just learning. It's
Yeah.
really helpful. And he also tells you the do's and don'ts when it comes to dropping a towel or a clay bar on the ground and whether or not it's okay to use. Because I know that's a popular question amongst people. It can be a little tricky, but he goes over that. And yeah, I think it's really helpful for people who may not understand why you need to clay in the first place.
Awesome.
It's definitely a handy thing, and it's got Koch Chemie clay spray in it. So obviously
Check it out.
there's a
Couldn't be
tie-in here. But in addition to that, another thing we did recently, we knocked out another ASMR video with the guys doing a Tacoma, a blue Tacoma.
That's right.
Not in California, in Idaho. It gets a whole foam bath. The whole thing is just fun to watch and listen to. There's no music or anything. It's all just ASMR. So it's basically just the guys giving it a good old-fashioned washdown. So that's what's gone on this week, but go check those out after we're done here at the live. Just watch the videos on our channel. And now there's a few comments
Hans,
left
please
as we
don't
round
drink
out.
that. Just so you know. I know you're
Oh,
smarter than
don't
that. And
do
then MTM Hydro bouncing in saying, "What's up,
Hi,
Shane?
Rob.
What's up, dude?" It's either Rob or Maddie. What's
That's
going
right.
on?
It could be Maddie. Hi.
And then Ricardo B saying, "Hey guys, just got off work. What brushes are those? They're Detail Factory brushes.
We're
You
actually
can get the black, the blue, and the orange on our site." But these are just some demo colors. We wanted to
Try to
know
get
what
some
people
fun.
wanted
looking
to
for input.
want to see. Maybe we want to add in different colors or a couple colors to our lineup. And that's what we're doing.
So if you like the look of one,
Hans
tell
is
us.
wondering, did Anthony just take a sip on the live feed? That's crazy.
Yep.
No, just
Fresh
taking,
Out for Men.
just taking a hit. Small sniff.
Hit sip.
And then Robert Nunez saying color sand buff polish on soft one stage black paint equals my day. Bittersweet. Recommendations on pads or compounds and polishes. No, Robert, but that it's not as fun as it sounds. I know exactly what you're talking about. Anthony and I worked on a very soft single stage black paint job on a 51 Hudson Wasp. He's recently on the cover of Hot Rod magazine for December. Yeah.
Guess you
was
can see we're kind of a big deal.
It was kind of it was a tough one.
Yeah, nice little humble brag.
Yeah. Shad Stoker says, "What to do? What to do? What's up, dude?" And then Audison, nice greetings from Germany. What's up, Audison?
Right.
Thank you. And so that's really it.
sums
We've
it
had some
up.
fun.
Dane, we've given you enough time to plug your final moments.
But see, that's the thing is, I really enjoy giving people an opportunity to look beyond just the Q&A. But before we go, I want to give Andrew here an opportunity. Where can people get in contact with you? Where can they find more information about Koch Chemie products? The whole works. Tell us.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think probably the easiest way through Facebook. So we've got our phone number on there, we've got email on there, and of course, direct message, totally fine, our Instagram as well. But that is Koch-Chemie USA. And then, of course, these wonderful gentlemen have everything that we have available. They have. They will pretty much, even some of the product that's coming in, they'll be the only ones that have it because they're aggressively acquiring it. So that's really it. But we're all able to be reached at any time, in terms of through those channels. We've got our phone line, and then also any kind of generic questions can always go to info.usa@koch-chemie.com. But yeah, that's about it. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And as far as the Rag Company goes, you can find our products at theragcompany.com as well as Amazon. So look for the Rag Company and Amazon too, if that's where you prefer to shop. Maybe you can buy some other things while you're at it. All right, guys, this is us here on Thursday, wrapping up on Friday Eve. We will catch you next week. Sure to be some fun. So we'll catch you later. See ya.
See ya.